We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros Blabs.
Yo, my androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready?
Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SidescrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Happy Friday. Finish strong Friday, if you will. Good to see everybody. Glad you're with us. Joining me today, not Blab. She's out doing some sort of personal thing. I don't know. Had it on the schedule for months. Whatever. Anyways, joining us today, the greatness that is our resident racist, Kay from Melee Games.
How dare she have a personal life? Oh my God, terrible. Ugh,
I don't even know if it's a personal thing. I think it's just like maybe a I don't know, a doctor thing. I don't know. It's been scheduled, but whatever. Ugh, God,
I didn't ask. Look, Blab sends out the signal. Go, yes, my queen, I will come. And
Yes.
then we're good. So
You're wonderful. You're wonderful. You truly are. Just everyone needs to go subscribe to Melee Games and go watch all their insanity. It's so much fun. They do such a great job.
The other day, talking about insanity, we covered James and Post-it notes and drew very questionable things on it. So if you want to see mayhem, last Sunday, James went through the ringer. I'm usually the one that gets tortured.
Mm-hmm.
He got tortured this time, and I felt good about it.
It's good. How many penises were drawn on those sticky notes?
Less than I thought.
Oh.
Less than I thought. Yeah.
The ratio of sticky note to dick was fairly low.
It was very low, yes. There was at least one, though.
Oh, that's good. Well, you can't have a sticky note without a dick. Hopefully we have lots of them today with because I do have sticky notes. That's sticky notes, not dicks today,
Yes.
which is good. Joining us today on this wonderful Friday. Always wonderful to have the greatness that is Mally Mouse joining us. Hello, Mally.
Hi.
Hey. So vibrant and happy.
I haven't been on in a minute. I'm excited.
It has been a little bit, but we're glad you're with us. Anything exciting going on in your life?
There's new popcorn buckets right now. I know how much you love that.
Man, popcorn. I don't know if we have popcorn bucket on the run sheet today.
Tragedy. But they're out there. They exist. So that's the happiness in my life right now.
We are.
Oh, and I just played Mouse PI yesterday and it was so good.
Yeah, you liked it.
I loved it. It came out yesterday. It was great.
Yeah, $30. I heard it's really, really good value for $30.
Yeah, really worth it. Yeah.
That's great. I think Phoenix was very excited for Mouse PI as well. Phoenix, did you play as well? Everyone welcome Phoenix straight from the hood on his birthday. Hello, Phoenix.
It is, in fact, my birthday. Yes, yes, I did play it. I played it last night, much like Mally. Loved it. It's kind of like if you took Doom, but you added like Steamboat Willie to it. Like it's a real old boomer shooter. It's not a modern FPS by any means.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very, very much Doom.
Okay. All right. Nice. So Doom with a mouse running around. Are there a lot of Disney references in it?
It's
Throwbacks.
like black and white rubber hose style art, but and there's like one, at least I saw one reference to actual, like there was a steamboat with the name Willie on it, because that's not owned anymore by them. But so yeah, that was like the only actual Disney reference I saw. It all is just reminiscent of it because of the art, though.
Right. Well, it seems to be the hot thing right now. It just came out, so people are talking about it, which is great. So yeah. Glad you guys are enjoying it. All right, so big show today. We are going to get into a little bit of movie talk to start the show. There's a lot to go on. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we're going to talk Air Bud, and I think that's like. Did you see how he perked up?
Bro turned into Air Bud. He was so excited.
Did you know that on YouTube there's an Air Bud channel that just plays all the movies? It's the official channel too, and it just plays the movies over and over and over again. Which many times when you see me doing this, it's me watching Air Bud during the show.
Well, we're gonna get into Airbud because I think you're about to be extremely excited. I mean, as the leader of the Airbud fan club, you probably already know the news. But
I already know all the news. Yeah.
I know you do. And we do have a video game franchise which is receiving a movie adaptation, and you're gonna be shocked at which movie it is. We'll tell you that a little bit later. Well, what do you think of that? We're gonna get into some of that a little bit later as well. A streamer has been caught viewbotting, and we're going to ask, isn't everybody except for us? Which I think we maybe should probably start doing it right now. Can anybody get me on the line with some viewbotting services?
I actually passed that test. Someone had just randomly done a test on my channel, and I passed it. No viewbots. Or like a low amount or something.
Yeah, I think everybody has some sort of viewbots. It's just a matter of it's like, 70%.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We'll get to that a little bit later. Dave Chappelle has sent out a virtue signal. Dan Clancy was caught talking about Hassan and the bands that go along with that, and why he doesn't ban Hassan longer. We have him word for word. The Halo community is flipping shit right now because a friend of the show got a little nod from El Presidente. We'll be talking about that a little bit later. And I have a note here that says 3 Sony ponies on the panel, and they have some Sony stuff to talk to y'all about. We're also going to get into some of the, hence the title. The quarter pounder has potentially been caught lying in 4K. And we're going to get to that a little bit later as well. So lots to talk about today. Glad you're with us. Do us a favor. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Join the 143,000 just normal men who have found us over on YouTube. The over 43,000, nearly 44,000 who have found us over on rumble.com/sidescrollers. Of course, you can find the show over on Kick, on Twitch, and of course, the archive show over on Spotify on the day-to-day basis, which Spotify, once again, growing quickly. Love to see you guys joining us and downloading us into your pants with your phones and showing it up on Spotify.
A lifelong goal of mine. Thank you. It's achieved.
For some reason, before the show, Phoenix just goes a lot, and he wants to make some sounds for your pocket
You're
pants.
welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Hey. Kay's like, all right, let's go.
I don't want to know about the sounds Phoenix makes in his free time. That's all.
I will burden you later with that 24/7.
All right. This is going to be a big show today, obviously. Very glad everyone was with us. We always like to start the show with a showdown. And before we get to today's, I would like to let you know that next week we are beginning an absolute blood sport of an event. We finished up our greatest console ever tournament just a couple weeks ago. And on Monday, we begin the next great tournament on the internet to decide the greatest video game franchise ever. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be nuts. Mally, curious, just before we put out our 16 nominees, do you have a greatest video game franchise ever?
Oh my gosh, that's so hard to pick. I feel like all my favorite games come from like a span of different franchises.
Mm-hmm.
Like asking to pick a favorite child. I really don't know. I mean, I'm a Sony pony, so maybe PlayStation is high up there. I'm a big Sega fan, like Kay.
Well, he means franchises like, so for instance, like Mario Brothers, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, like the IPs for the games,
yes.
or for the systems. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, that's even harder.
I know.
I really can't. I don't know.
Hey, I know you're busy today, but do you have one off the top of your head?
Personal favorite, gun to my head, Fire Emblem. But it's hard because I was a Sonic girl through and through, like since pretty much birth, like very young is when I started gaming. Okay. So I have to be loyal to Sonic and Sega, but my gaming style, I love Fire Emblem. Okay. It's tough because there's better, like I can't not say Final Fantasy or Mario or something, for example, Zelda. There's so many that are good.
Which is why next week Blood Sports will begin. It shall be outstanding to see which truly reigns supreme after a 3-week battle. It will be wonderful. But today, our showdown may cause even more controversy as we previewed it before, and Kay simply just goes, oh no. Phoenix, what is today's showdown?
Yeah, I'm about to show you, but real quick, before I show it to you, this is very important. Whichever one wins today, the other one will be destroyed. Okay, so if you own any of these particular things, you'll get it in a second. You must burn those items because there's only going to be one true one of these. You'll see. Here we go.
Today's showdown on Finish Strong Friday with the escalator falling from the sky is Star Wars versus Lord of the Rings. My, oh my, what a battle we have today. Mally shaking her head. Your thoughts?
It's too difficult. It's too difficult.
I know somebody's in on this. Yes, Kay.
Lord of the Rings, easy. I love you, Lord of the Rings. You are incredible. It's such an easy answer for me. I like to marathon those movies like every moment I can.
Okay.
They're great.
You can see the matchup right here. Phoenix, what are you thinking?
This too is very, very simple for me. Very, very simple, like Kay just said, except it's Star Wars. Easily Star Wars, because Star Wars is exciting. It has plenty of fun adventures, and the other one, a boring bag of dicks, Craig. That is the correct answer. Boring bag of dicks.
I see. Well, as somebody who has seen each of the movies exactly one time, all the Lord of the Rings movies,
and I'm kidding, Kay,
all the Star Wars movies, I am the resident Lord of the Rings expert on this show, as the person who has seen all 3 films in succession closest to today's date. I currently am. I would just like to say that I am going to abstain from my thoughts on this. So you can vote with your super chats, Director Nations.
Yay! Pick a lane.
And remember, you've got to consider this is the franchise in total. Okay, yeah. The good movies, the bad movies, the good books, the bad ones, everything. So if you like Lord of the Rings, include Amazon, and if you love Star Wars, include the new sequels. Like you got it. It's all incorporated.
And that's the thing dragging me down on Star Wars is that Disney came in and fucked it up. And now I haven't seen Lord of the Rings, so I don't know that I can put my. I know.
No, hold on. I would just like to send a hearty fuck you, Kay. I'm going Star Wars for you yelling at me right now. Fuck you.
Fuck you too.
Fuck you, Kay.
Whoa.
Fuck you. All right, I'm going to pick a lane. Star Wars it
is.
You
stand there, sir, and you tell us how you feel.
It's right.
Monday Showdown, Kay versus Craig. Wow, here we go.
Fuck you, Kay. It's going to be a drag
Phoenix,
out
I thought you were going to be the hardest one on Star Wars, and now Craig just came in here.
Craig is the biggest Star Wars fan ever now.
Maybe. Yeah. I think I am. Yes, I think I actually am. Thank you. You pushed me over the edge. I got pushed too hard right now.
That's what friends do. They push you to your limits.
Peer pressure.
Unbelievable. Also unbelievable. Henry Davis coming in with a $50 super chat. Says Lord of the Rings movies might win due to recent doo-doo Star Wars movies, but Star Wars games wiped the floor with Lord of the Rings. For Star Wars KOTOR. $50 from Henry freaking Davis going to Star Wars right there. Look at that.
It's so hard to argue KOTOR. As much as I love Lord of the Rings like crazy, KOTOR is incredible and one of my favorite video games of all time. So
let's wait for that remake, and then you may have a different opinion.
I don't want the remake.
I'm here with you. I agree.
Marmalin came in with $20. Thank you very much, Marmalin. Says, Craig, we already learned that it's Xenosaga from Foxu yesterday. Make it so, or we all riot. This is for Xenosaga. Okay. We may need to rework our bracket here, Phoenix, before we start on Monday.
I'll actually start putting on the side.
Okay. Jared came in with the showdown involving video game franchise starting next week. Here's a great battle for you to have 2 great franchises going against each other. Jack and Dexter versus Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, that's a great one. Thank you for that. That's a great suggestion.
I thought Mally was going to bring those up as her favorite IP or Kingdom Hearts. That was my guess.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I didn't know if it was. I mean, out of all of the IPs, Jack and Dexter's my favorite. Die Hard, out of everything. But I didn't know that it was going to make it on that list. It's typically more of a niche fan thing. People pick Ratchet and Clank over it most of the time. They're wrong, but it's okay.
Midget Menace came in at 2, says Doom with a mouse running around, daily life in New York City. Let's go. Thank you very much, Midget Mouse. Phil McCracken came in, says there wouldn't be D&D without Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings without question. There's 5 for Lord of the Rings. We have Wobbly Sausage, says one franchise to rule them all, Lord of the Rings, from Wobbly Sausage. Thank you very much for the 5. Kami K. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh,
Says,
people have been calling me a communist thanks to this show.
Dirty commie.
Dirty commie. Ridiculous.
No,
Look, and by the way, you notice what she wearing today? Red.
Yeah, red.
Oh, God.
Unbelievable.
I'm
The
not
motherland.
making the allegations. This is horrible.
Oh, no, K. Unbelievable.
Oh, no.
Kami K says Lord of the Rings, Star Wars is for bundle of sticks.
Balls.
Young Stuff came in and says, I love Star Wars so much, but it's ruined beyond repair. It's apathy for me. Lord of the Rings was only ruined with the Rings of the Power. So Lord of the Rings all day. 5 for Lord of the Rings. Nathan came in with $4.99, says Lord of the Rings because even the bad media can't ruin it. And no, Rings of Power will never count as it's not based on anything Tolkien wrote.
Exactly.
It counts.
He's dead. He can't control what people do with his property.
George Lucas
afterwards.
didn't write the sequels.
Look,
that counts.
George Lucas sold
Correct.
the rights. That is his fault. He is still alive. He could have kept it and he could have kept creating good stuff. And he decided not to.
You
And
must count it. It's part of the franchise.
For
Agreed.
this showdown, I will concede, sure, everything counts. But when it comes to Lord of the Rings, anything past Tolkien is fan fiction. It does not exist. It's not real.
Don't warp their heads, Kami, because this you have to factor in all of it.
Your communist propaganda over here, just straight up gaslighting everybody. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That's
Kay.
what we do in communism. We
Gaslighting the
gaslight
whole
everyone.
audience.
She's been taken over by Canada, folks. It's unreal. Shantae Boots came in with 5 for Jurassic Park. It's all right.
Fucking
Nice.
hell, all right. I'll make one for Jurassic Park.
God damn it.
VJ says not only Disney messed up Star Wars, George couldn't keep his hands off it, messing up his original creation. Lord of the Rings is the perfect trilogy. This is for Frodo. Thank you.
For
that,
Frodo.
Mr. Rich Low Pitch came in with 10, says, I'm going Lord of the Rings. Screw you, Phoenix. Also, happy birthday. Lord of the Rings had great writing effects, and Return of the King game was awesome. Also, Star Wars has too many shills for the soulless slop. You can say it nice out loud, Phoenix. Go ahead.
I was just saying thank you very much. I appreciate that. Even with the harsh words, it was still very nice.
You don't need to mouth it. Say it with your chest, Phoenix.
Oh, I will.
That's good. Dr. Diaz King says, Lord of the Rings, I am and have been a fantasy guy over sci-fi. And if we lose this one, I have to rest easy knowing fantasy is still there. Without Lord of the Rings, we don't get any fantasy.
Darn.
Hey, we have Black Baron came in with 10. That's I guess it's something Malaysian monies, maybe, perhaps. But thank you for that. It says Star Wars all the way. I'll keep that up so you can translate that currency there, okay? Joey came in with 50 American monies. Says, I enjoy Lord of the Rings a ton and love Shadow of Mordor games, but I got to go with Star Wars here. Too many memories with Star Wars. The OG movies are classics. The prequels are arguably the best Star Wars movie in Episode 3. These sequels drag it down, though. Joey, thank you very much for your support. $50 for Star Wars right there.
Phoenix, the other one was $7.58.
Thank you very much.
We just had Insecure Filmer came in with 10. So Star Wars was my childhood for a reason. It's the GOAT. I agree. Star Wars, Disney Star Wars is mostly trash, but there are a few games in there. Thank you very much. A few gems in there. Thank you very much, Insecure Filmer. Appreciate that. Hopefully you get a little more secure with your filming. Give it up for Wizard Greg, who gifted a Rumble premium sub over on Rumble. Thank you very much, Wizard Greg. And also, wow, Henry Davis just came in and dropped another bomb. 50 US American dollars. Says another 50 for Star Wars. because of Jean-Claude Van Damme R2-D2. That was a great meme. Also, Jedi Knight Outcast Academy, Rebel Assault, the SNES trilogy, and First Force Unleashed. Let's go.
The Star Wars SNES games, arguably the hardest games of all time. Would you agree with that, Craig? They're fucking hard.
Unbelievably hard. Yes. Those are so ridiculous. I remember renting them as a kid and like just getting my shit kicked in and being like, I got to play it. It's Star Wars. It's Star Wars. I got to play the game. So, it's an ass kicking, 100% ass kicking. While I get Henry Davis and Joey on the wall, Kay, would you mind reading some other supers real quick, please?
I don't have full access to seeing everything. Oh, wait, no, I do.
No.
Do I? I think I do. I just can't unstar them. So you have to come back and unstar them. I can't like show them on screen or anything.
Well, how about this? You just read the ones in the spreadsheet.
Okay, I will do that. All right. Jared Haynes came in for $1 and he says, while I like both movies a lot, I'm going to put this towards Lord of the Rings. Based. Let's go. Okay. Thank you, Jared. Soul Silver 14 for $5. Kersha deserves some justice and go to Xenoblade because both Lord of the Rings and Star Wars are shit that nostalgia can't cover the smell.
How do you really
just
feel
a little
about
running total 25 for Xenoblade so far. Okay. I am keeping track now.
Perfect. Xenoblade's gonna win everything. RoboNex for $5 says, damn it, why are you calling me that? Hobbit K is right. Rings hands down. Christ Pilled Fantasy is better than Star Slop. RoboNex, you are based, but every time, man. Now I'm like communist Hobbit K. This is not going well for me, folks. Oh, God.
The prefixes just keep getting longer.
Thank you so much, RoboNex. That is for Lord of the Rings, $5.
Thank you.
Awesome. Are we caught up over on the on
the sheet? Yes.
Excellent. Thank you. Cool. Make sure you turn those white as you know, they go from black to white, like Michael Jackson, which is great. Mm-hmm. All right. Hey,
very unifying, man.
This is awesome. Yeah, very unifying. Give it up for TZC. Came in, says just started watching Side Scrollers 2 weeks ago, and I'm enjoying it at work since. Hey, Craig, do you have any advice for a first-time dad? My wife is due in November. Thanks for all the laughs.
Oh, congrats.
Star Wars. First and foremost, thank you very much for your support. Second, and more importantly, congratulations on being a first-time dad. Let me just say this. Your life is about to improve dramatically. You do not realize it. It's going to get harder, but everything you do will no longer be about you. The first time you hold that child, you will go, okay, I'm not important anymore. Everything is about this child and making it into whatever it is I want it to be, and hopefully it grows into. Because here's the thing. No matter what you do in life, whatever business accomplishments you have, whatever businesses you grow, at the end of the day, the most important thing you can build and grow is a family and a child. It's going to be awesome. So first time advice, embrace it, love it. And when I say it's going to go fast, I truly mean it's going to go fast. I had an infant just the other day, and now I have a 14-year-old daughter who hates me. So love it and embrace it. I guess that's the best thing I can tell you right there. But congratulations and thank you very much for your support.
We need to hit the little button.
Oh, the booby button?
That was 100, correct?
That was. Hey, check this out real quick. We have a little frolic today.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it's adorbs.
Yay! I'm not wearing Crocs. I'm in tennis shoes. Yes.
I was hoping you'd catch it. DB
no
Wild
godforsaken shoes anymore, baby.
DB Wild came in with, and he goes, look, I know she was upset about the Crocs, so I did it and made it in particular to make sure that was there.
DB
that
Wild,
was great.
bless you. I love you.
DB Wild, a little sick right now, under the weather, watching on the archive here.
I feel better.
No, man.
Yeah.
Also, Zach came in and says, bad Star Wars is often so bad that it alters the fabric of reality. After all, shows like this wouldn't exist without The Last Jedi being as bad as it was. It brought people together. 20 for Xenosaga. Thank you very much, Zach. Appreciate that. The ultimate G-Man says, I would have missed it had Disney not ruined it. Lord of the Rings, easily. Thank you very much. There's 10 for Lord of the Rings. All right, we will get the rest of your Super Chats, Director Nations, and Rumble Rants throughout the duration of the show. Outstanding start to the show. I did want to point out that overnight, Aramis came in with $25, a direct donation. No message, just dropped it and left. It was great.
Like a real G.
Yeah, thank you very much, Aramis. Really appreciate it, brother.
Aramis, you're awesome. Thank you for everything you do for the community. And he's going through a bit of a tough time right now, so send him love.
What?
That guy, yeah. He's been public about it, so I'll just say he got laid off recently from one of his jobs, so he's going through it. But we love you, Aramis.
Yeah, he's a great dude, great guy. Also, Hyena Fur came in with $49.99. Says Lucas started messing things up before Disney. Tolkien's kids started ruining Lord of the Rings in the 70s. Roddenberry ruined Star Wars. Reason TNG, I guess the Next Generation. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I say Star Trek is the reason that the Next Generation won. That's not no. That's not the Next Generation. It was trash. Stargate 1 ran out of ideas. BSG started trying to explain too much. Game of Thrones lost the plot. Hyena Fur, what do you like? What do you want? I don't know what you want, Hyena Fur. I just read
every day at his house.
Yeah, just just mad. Hyena Fur, what do you want? I don't understand.
Kind of like you, Hyena Fur.
Get right in here. There you go. Hyena Fur, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'm going to put you on the wall regardless. I don't even know what you wanted for, but I'm going
to put it under question mark.
The main one I'm questioning is TNG season 1 being seen as bad. What? I'm not a Star Trek person at all, but like everyone's trying to get me to watch Star Trek, and that's like
really
supposed to be the pinnacle of it.
CG Hero says, didn't you already do a Star Wars Lord of the Rings showdown already? Since I'm neutral on both, I'll just vote Xenosaga. I don't know what you're talking about. It's ridiculous.
How much was that for Xenosaga?
That was $5 for Xenosaga right there. Okay, once again, we'll get to the rest of your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. Appreciate you guys being a part of it. Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button. Glad to hang out with you guys for a couple hours during your work day. It's always a pleasure to have you in. But now it's time to get to the nitty gritty, friends. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. Literally everybody. The kid in Somalia dying of AIDS, still his favorite segment. Just want to point that out.
Such a big fan, that little dead fucker. Loves that show. Loves it.
Unbelievable. Freaking unreal. It's time for hard news. He loves those pickles. Loves the dancing old man. Loves the screaming cowboy. Give it up for this dying Somali kid of AIDS. What? Something wrong?
It's just dying hearing you talk over that.
Give it up for the dying Somali kid. That's all. Phoenix knows.
Yeah.
All right.
Feel free to send a super chat while you still can, my friend. While you still can. Make that voice heard. Your little gentle spirit.
Lord of the Rings or Star Wars?
On his deathbed.
with my little dying breath. Please take my shekels. Unbelievable.
Sorry, please. Lord of the Rings is the best. I love it, that show.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, this is kind of an odd transition. We're going from a little kid in Somalia dying to a grandma who's died. Grandma recently passed away. She was a big fan of ramen noodles. Huh? Yeah. I don't know why Blaz wanted to talk about this, but we're going to. I don't know. Here we go.
What are we on the show some days? What's happening?
I don't know. Blaz put these on.
Run sheet before we got here. I didn't know what was happening.
I don't even know. A grandma obsessed with instant noodles was buried with her favorite flavor when she died. Mourners were given their own beef and tomato pot noodles to take home in memory here. I guess she really liked beef and tomato fake ramen here. Wow.
Buried with her favorite flavor. Oh my God.
Hey, Sandra Burnell. Hold on. Isn't that
Wait
Bill's
a
last
minute.
name?
No.
Isn't
Wait
that what?
a second.
Wait, what? Who?
Did Darkside Phil's mom died?
No, I don't think so. What is
Grandma
this
died?
Oh God.
Well, that's worthy of an Asmongold visiting his site today, though, right? Like that's better. That's bigger than a birthday.
Oh wow. Are we? Maybe that's why Blast put it in. Maybe that's a total incident, but wow. Okay. Wow. Sandra Burnell.
No way.
I learned the hard way not very bright. In college. I always had all of our campus was like all over the place. And so what I would do forever is I would just take sticks of ramen and I would just eat it raw, just constantly eating it like candy bars. And then I would, because then I'd get like, boy, I sure am thirsty. And then I would drink lots of waters. And then I realized that it expands in your stomach. And I'll never forget, because I had so many one day, I turned to my roommate and I said, my friend, I think I need to shit for the rest of my life because I could feel it. And I'm like, this is not going to be 5 minutes. This might be the remainder of my college career. It pulled things I didn't even know was in the body. I sat there for what felt like an eternity of that little AIDS boy's life. It was years, I tell you, Craig. Don't eat ramen raw is the moral of this story. And I'm sorry, DSP, for your loss.
Yeah, sorry, Phil. Sorry for your loss. I always go back to our intro where we introduced Phoenix. What do we say in the intro there, Phoenix? What do you say?
What is it? Nothing like being a grown man and shitting your pants, something like that. Yeah.
That's right. So now we know. You were just eating a lot of ramen that day.
Tons of ramen raw. Yeah.
Golly.
I do not recommend that.
Is there a food that you love so much that you'd want to get buried with it? Actually, I had this conversation. It's weird. I had the best food ever conversation with my younger daughter the other day. Do you guys have a favorite food ever?
I think the original Reese's peanut butter cups, like before it went super chemically. I think those.
Oh wow.
Those are good.
Mally, you got a favorite food ever?
Any food?
Oh, buried with it though, bro. You got to think about that part. It's not just favorite food. You got to get buried with that shit.
Yeah, you got to give me all the detail.
Well, no, I'm just going with just favorite food. Period.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna remove the getting buried with it thing. Favorite food ever, Mally?
Homemade pasta.
Okay, all right, interesting. It's funny. Before the show, we were talking about our showdown today, and I did suggest to Phoenix a Mally Mouse versus Blabs pasta making competition, and that was vetoed. And I thought it'd be funny because Blabs isn't here to defend herself. So, would have been great.
Funny. I'm confident I would still lose.
I don't know. I think the chat would get on it. Kay, do you have a favorite food that's not curry?
You didn't want to hear about my son.
Wow.
Please, I do not like curry. Okay, just because. If anything, Phoenix is more brown than me because he talks about shit all the time, and I feel like he probably likes curry. So I'm just putting it out there.
Curry is good.
Favorite food: steak and mashed potatoes. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're not burying, but I don't want to get buried with a steak.
Just steak and they just dump mashed potatoes in your coffin. Just boop, boop, boop.
Oh, there's that sound.
I did not need that
sound.
Kate, are you a white gravy or a brown gravy person? I'd imagine probably brown gravy from being in Canada, huh?
White gravy.
That a girl.
There's just not a lot of places that do it here, unfortunately. But when I can find it, white gravy all the way. Let's go.
Phoenix, aside from ramen, you said Reese's, but
Reese's peanut butter cups, yes, because apparently I'm a 5-year-old. Yes, that would be it.
Okay, excellent. Well, I think we can all agree that good old Sandra Burnell, DSP's great grandmother, needs to rest in peace. Tough go of it right there, and pour one out for the pot noodles and Sandra Burnell over there.
If you're the marketing team behind that, do you go along with it and like give them 50 bags of this shit, or do you stay far away from that? I'm going back and forth on what you do in that situation. Optically,
I think you send them some, not publicly. Right?
Okay.
You don't announce that you're doing it, and then if they want to share, then hey, and it's just like in memory of Grandmama Burnell.
Okay,
something like that. We know she was a big fan. Continue her legacy. Here's 50 crates of, ramen noodle that's going to expand in your stomach or whatever. That's good. All right. Well, thanks, Blabs, for that great story. Appreciate that. Hey, Mally, let's talk movies. I got a bunch of movies here, and we have a list of upcoming movies. And I know you are, I want to get your thoughts on these for upcoming Pixar slate.
Yes.
We have. I'll tell you. Let me just name them,
Yeah.
And you give me your excitement level on a scale of A to F, with S being the top. Okay.
Okay. Like after each one or after all of them?
After each one.
Okay.
Toy Story 5.
A tier.
Gato.
Actually, S tier.
I don't even know what this is. What is Gato?
It's a completely original one. And it's Gato actually means cat.
In Espanol.
Yeah, and so it's like a whole story following him. I don't know much more about it because it's in the early phases, but it looks really cute, and the animation and art is what I like. So S tier.
Okay.
Is it CG or is it like a hand drawn look?
It looks hand drawn, but
Okay.
all I've seen so far is like stills like that look really concept arty, and so I don't know. Could be a combination.
There's a 0% chance that is hand
They've
drawn.
been talking about it, man. I gotta have my hope somewhere.
No, they ain't doing that.
Well, I'm saying visual. Yeah, most likely computers are touching it, but I'm just curious if it's more of a hand drawn look.
They said they're trying to go back to that. Yeah.
Okay. Incredibles 3.
What's our A? Is it B tier? Kind of middle.
And once again, Phoenix, K, at any time, feel free to throw in your excitement level. I know Phoenix is an F on all these for sure.
That is correct.
Coco 2.
Probably B tier as well. The first one was really good, and I don't know what they're gonna do to follow it up. Sequels tend to not be as good as the originals.
Well, speaking of sequel, we just have Monsters Inc. sequel. Like, we don't even know
that
what's
looks
gonna be
retarded.
called.
I'm sorry. I was all down for Monsters University when we went back in time, kind of gave it a prequel, saw where they came. Loved that. You get to see how like Randall was actually nice at one point and all that stuff. What do you mean, just Monsters Inc. the sequel? That just sounds retarded. I'm gonna put that at the bottom. I'm gonna say F tier. I love Monsters Inc. It was one of the first ones that I watched when I was little, but I don't see a point to it.
Mm-hmm.
F.
Well, okay, F tier on that. All right, let's go to another sequel just announced, or I guess it's in production. That's right, Top Gun 3, officially in the works. Tom Cruise, the last action hero, is reprising his role, apparently.
He's so excited looking at his fist there. Look at that. He's just, all right.
I love Tom Cruise. He makes good stuff. I'm excited for this personally. I think it's going to be great. I thought Maverick was excellent. You need the first Top Gun in order for Maverick to be good, but I enjoyed Maverick more. Like, I think I would say Maverick is a better film. So it's an interesting case. You can't have one without the other, but I'm excited because if the second one was good and it's a rare sequel that was excellent, then the third one's going to be great too.
I agree. I think Maverick was awesome. And you remember Maverick came out at a time where it was not like Maverick was like, fucking America. We're going to go blow shit up and come out and be awesome. And it was like, fuck yeah. And it came out at like the perfect time. And it blew, I think it made $1 billion. I mean, why would you not make a third one if you're going to be delivering that? Another sequel officially in the works, which, hey, we need more of World War Z, don't we? Any interest in World War Z? Awesome.
This is going to be like pretty generic in my opinion. I don't know. It's more of the same slop.
There it is. We also have news that the Legend of Zelda movie has officially wrapped production.
Oh.
So that's done. They wrapped that. It looks like probably looking at when they started, probably what, a 90-day shoot, probably something like that. 90-day shoot to shoot it, which seems fairly small. But look, I know that you all are Legend of Zelda movie. I'm sure it's going to be great, positive, right? It's Miyamoto's touching it. But one thing I am positive will blow people's socks right off, especially Phoenix.
Oh yeah,
Air Bud.
Yes,
that's right.
It's a boot time, I tell you.
Oh,
look at that little puppy.
Look at how happy he's got. His little hand, a little paw on the ball.
His little basketball shoes.
Yeah.
Air Bud returns, is coming back. Look at that. My God. You wonder, like, are they just going to show the old Air Bud movie, or are they actually filming new Air Buds?
They're filming new ones. I mean, unfortunately, the synopsis for this one, oh boy.
Uh-oh.
But it's all right. I still have hope alive. And
wait.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, back up real quick. You're telling me that the synopsis of the first Air Bud was was killer?
Was a banger. That is correct. 100%.
Okay.
It's actually why I got into the filmmaking industry. It inspired me deeply to make film.
You're chuckling, but I don't know if it's true or not. That's cool if it was. I don't know.
Very true. It is extremely true. This one, sadly, oh boy, it's, spoiler alert. One of the main plot points is that the original Air Bud is dead. They're laying that on kids, that the original Air Bud is dead. And there's apparently a black family, of course, that something like trains their dog to be like the original Air Bud.
He was inspired.
Like, we don't need to do that. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Well, how is it way to DEI Air Bud?
Exactly.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I guess they could have gotten a black lab.
That would have been great.
I guess they
DEI the dog.
With it.
Dogs need more representation over here.
Dog,
all right, excellent. Phoenix, just out of morbid curiosity, you mentioned the great Air Bud, theme behind the first movie.
Legend.
How did that compare to the 2000 classic Air Bud World Pup?
Yeah, so Craig, it's a really great question. Each one gets better. When they put that little pup on in the hockey rink, oh boy, Phoenix's heart soared. And then when he was playing soccer, I mean, I tell you, Craig, everywhere you look, there's another greater Air Bud movie out there. So you cannot defeat it. Even this one, which has the most morbid synopsis ever, is going to be a banger, I tell you.
Okay, so Air Bud itself, the movie. Now, we all know, I think everybody is well aware, there were 6 mainline Air Bud movies and then 7 spinoffs of it. Are you like most people where you have Lord of the Rings spinoffs and you just disavow them, or are you just a mainline Air Bud person here?
With every other franchise, I disavow. Okay, but when it comes to Air Bud, each and every one of them has a little key that unlocks my heart. Every single one of them. So for Air Bud, they all count.
Listen, I'm glad we were able to break down some walls today, ask some hard-hitting questions when it comes to this. This is great.
I just want to see what if you ever want to see me explode, literally explode on camera, is if the Air Bud universe can somehow find its way into the Fast and Furious franchise, where he is driving the car. Oh my God! I will be online for the 10 years it takes to make. I'll just be sitting there the entire time. And you see his little paw move the little shifting gears.
Air Bud Tokyo Drift.
Yes.
I know somebody's going to go out there and create some sort of AI imagery of this. Just a dog.
Oh my God.
Like dog shifting the gear, and then you see the through the car going to the nitrous or whatever. Like,
yes.
God. Yeah. And he barks. He barks at the screen, and underneath there's a sub caption that just goes family.
Family. Exactly.
Hey, speaking of family, guess what we're getting? A sequel to the Fokker series, which we didn't know we need this. We saw the trailer drop for this. I don't want to play it. But yes, it is Robert De Niro and Ben Stiller and what's her name? Ariana Grande?
Yes.
Yes, they're continuing on the Fokker series now, which is just so great.
I don't think I'm familiar. I recognize the name, but I don't think I ever sat and watched these.
Oh my God. Mally, I was just about to say the question of does anyone under 25 even know what that is? And then you've
so aware of that name. I'm so aware of it. I just don't know where to put it.
It's such a old.
How many is this? The third installment? So there's 2 others.
There's 4, I think.
There's 4?
Right?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Because Meet the Parents was released in 2000.
Okay.
Now there was actually a first movie in 1992. But the one that everyone thinks about is the Meet the Parents movie in 2000. Okay. And then there was a Meet the Fockers in 2004 and a Little Fockers in 2010. Okay. And now they're making Focker-in-Law.
Okay, so is the one from the 2000 a remake of one, or is it technically the second one?
No, so the one in 1992 was like it's like totally different, but but they bought the rights. Universal Pictures bought the rights to the film, and then they
it was like a remake
2000.
or reboot somewhere in there.
Okay, so it really starts in 2000, and then so this is number 4.
This is this one coming up will be number 4. Something that literally nobody asked for. So here we are.
Sounds like it.
Literally 26 years after the franchise started, and we're rebooting it here with more Gaylord Fokker.
Thank God.
Mm-hmm. And I know that it does. Speaking of unlocking a little bit of love in your heart, I know that makes you happy at your Phoenix.
Boy, howdy, it sure does.
Boy, does it. With, by the way, some of the most sane people in the world is starring in that movie.
Yeah.
Now, I also teased a hardcore video game getting a movie adaptation. My God, are you ready for the groundbreaking logo for the Call of Duty movie? Releasing.
Whoa!
Yes, look at that. That's a real thing. That is a logo.
Okay.
That's the Call of Duty logo.
Render me hyped.
You think there'll be guns in it, Phoenix?
We'll see. I don't know. I'm on the edge of my seat. I don't know where they're going to go with this.
I played a lot of Call of Duties in my day, right? And Call of Duty is like playing a movie, right? That's kind of the idea of it. I don't understand why you'd want to make a movie out of something that you're literally playing, at least when it comes to the campaign. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Money. That's right.
Am I crazy? This seems like a better show. It seems like a better TV. Like each season is a strife that they're going for, or whatever the war they're going through.
Like 24 or whatever, right? Yeah.
Something tells me like it's going to be, because how do you do that in 2 hours? Oh man, I tell you. And they don't want to be political. I bet you it's fucking aliens. I bet you they're fighting aliens. I've got money on this.
Okay. Put it on. Someone jot it down. All right.
All of my money.
April 17th, 2026. Phoenix, a full 2 years before the movie is coming out, saying Call of Duty will be fighting aliens.
So since I'm giving all my money, and if I'm right, someone owes me $1.75. So
good. Excellent.
It's kind of a weird move, in my opinion, because a bunch of us that grew up on Call of Duty, yes, we loved the multiplayer, but the single player was still pretty powerful. Like, I would love to see no Russians in film form. I think that would be cool. But nowadays it's literally just known for its multiplayer. I don't think anyone cares about anything single player or narrative about Call of Duty now. So it feels late to me.
Do you remember the thing we saw with Call of Duty? With this new the new one. It was all like hallucinations on it.
Yes,
and there was everyone was like big and giant. And it was so bizarre and weird, but. Anyways, so Call of Duty is happening. And one last little snippet of movies here for Mally. I know you're beyond excited here that a new Transformer movies is officially in the works.
Thank God.
The only real question is, will Bumblebee be back?
I
hope
so.
Will Megan Fox be the grandma in it now? You don't know. You know?
How many are Transformers movies? Is there 7? Is my guess.
Let me find out.
I think it's like so many. And they really could have stopped at just 0.
I like the first Transformers movies.
That's a shame.
Let's see. The first Transformers movie. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 8 Transformers movies right now.
8? So this is 9.
This will be the 9th, and apparently, yeah.
Talk about milking it. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah. There we are.
Is there any other series that long, like movie series?
Fast and Furious. We got
how many?
We've got 10,
or
don't we?
11. Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. There's not many that reach those numbers.
Well, yeah, obviously Star Wars. Okay, there's 9 there. Yeah.
It depends on how many you count.
Which
had a girl.
There you go. That's right. Which leads us to this wonderful opportunity to get an update right now on our Star Wars versus Lord of the Rings showdown today. Totally original idea.
This is gonna shock people because you kept hearing over and over again how many people were saying Lord of the Rings, right? Well, get ready to be shocked because it's $267.57 for Star Wars and $67.98 for the Lord of the Rings. Again, this is the entire franchise. The entire franchise.
Okay, so once again, this is not which is worse. This is which is better here.
Yes.
And right now there's a $200 lead for Star Wars. Wow. All right, let's even this out a little bit. Hyena first says, I don't hate all the fandoms I mentioned. I genuinely enjoy them all, but I also acknowledge their faults. And when things started to decline, also since we're getting TG3, I was in a 4G inverted dive in a beach 19. What are you saying, Hyena?
I get it.
Thank you.
He's talking.
Thank you, Hyena, for appreciate your wonderful support today. We also have $20 from Sigrun. Says official Lord of the Rings media lets you have Aragorn pick up clouds.
What was that pronunciation?
I can't read right now.
Oh, this whole panel.
Are you ready?
Can you read?
Yeah, official Lord of the
please.
Rings media lets you have Aragorn pick up Cloud's Buster Sword and lead the Ninja Turtles against the Chaos Marines dinosaur.
I'll be back. I need to get
It's
my
a
glasses.
terrible freeze frame, Craig. I would not be good. I wouldn't.
Hey, it's perfect thumbnail bait. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Turtles against the Chaos Marines, dinosaurs, and Rome cosplayers. Star Wars does not. 20 for Xenosaga. So just as a heads up, right now Xenosaga is also beating Lord of the Rings as a heads up.
Oh, wow.
How the
At
hell?
70.
Dr. T.S. King says, if it were Star Trek versus Lord of the Rings, I might have gone Star Trek, but it's Star Trek thus Lord of the Rings. All right, so 24 Lord of the Rings were there from Dr. T.S. King. We also have Suffer So Proud says, still can't dono on Rumble. Craig, Echo win soon. So sad Emmy isn't here for some of her Gong comments. I'm with Kami K, Lord of the Rings. Happy birthday, Phoenix. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Suffer So Proud.
I will
10 for
take
Lord of
it.
the Rings. Zeckler says, here's 10 for Kami K. What do you think about that?
Okay.
Jimmy Ray
You
says,
can call me anything in the world, but calling me a communist is too far.
I love it. Jimmy Ray says, can we get an air yeller?
Oh, I like that. I don't like that ending, though.
Poor dog corpse like dunks the ball and gets met with a shotgun. God, golly. Sly Rice says 10 for Star Wars. No matter what Disney does, they can't take away from us what came before them. Classics. Hey Kay, do you know Vigo actually broke 2 toes when he kicked the helmet? Of course you do, nerd.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And you can see it in the actual film. I wince every time I see that because I'm like, oh, that actually hurt him. Oh.
Tenerian says, speaking of movies, it's time for episode 2 of Girls Imitating Arnold Schwarzenegger. Kay and Mally can't possibly do worse than Blabs, who barely tried, and Kirsche, who seemed to mistake Austrian for Australian. So sorry about DSP's mom. $10 for the DeLorean. Thank you very much, Tenerian.
Ow! I'll be back. I can't do guy voices. So
I'm sorry.
I'll be back. I want your boots and your motorcycles. I don't know. I just sound like I'm smoking.
I like your impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger. It sounds like this. It's almost like Skeletor, almost.
Oh my God, I could be in the new film. Great. I'll be Skeletor.
For a second there, I did think that Arnold was with us. And then I went full screen and I was like, man. Kay, can you do an Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation?
What she just did.
Oh,
Mally.
I'm sorry, Mally.
No, I can't. I can't. I'm not.
Can you go, get to the chopper?
I can't in a man voice. I don't have a deep voice at all. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Try. We believe in you. It can't be worse than Kami K's over here.
It can't be worse than
me. It might be.
That's why I went first. You're fine. You cannot do worse than me.
It would be left onto me.
Get to the chopper. Yo, I talked over it. I'm sorry.
No, that's it.
That wasn't bad.
That's all we got. We're doing it one.
That was good. I heard the end of it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my bad.
Get to the chopper.
There you go. Bentley says with $50 says if it's a true battle between Lord of the Rings and Star Wars has always had, and Lord of the Rings appropriately won, You Bow to No One is the best scene ever for Lord of the Rings. $50 for Lord of the Rings. Also, Kay loves Fire Emblem just for 3 houses.
No, that's not true. There's 2 things in this world you cannot say about me, that I'm a 3 Houses fan and that I'm a communist, okay? You can call me whatever other thing you want.
That's what a commie would say.
Absolutely unbelievable.
That's true. It is true, yes.
He's like, I'm not beating the allegations at all. I already get called a Fuda all the time. I'd rather be called a Fuda than a communist, man.
All right. Let's go and move on. We'll get to the rest of your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. Thank you guys very much for your support today of Kay's communist affection, which is wildly sad. But we'll work on her. We'll try to win her back. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next little bit. I got to close all my windows over here about looking up Meet the Fokker movies and Star Wars franchises over here. All right. We've talked about Extra Emily on the show. I don't understand why people watch this girl. She is a girl on Twitch. I don't know. She's I don't know. How do you, if you were to rate Extra Emily here, what would you rate her on a scale of 1 to 10? Like passable? I don't know.
There's
take
a
that
lot
makeup
of
off.
Asians
She looks
in
like
Canada.
Eric.
So
Yeah, I was
she
gonna
looks
say
like
there's
an
like
Asian.
a ton of
fine.
makeup. It looks very fake.
Okay. Well, apparently not only is her makeup fake and her face fake, also is her viewership. As she was streaming here, and while going, I think that's the guy from the One Piece series, maybe looking at a TikTok, perhaps. I guess kind of what it looks like. But either way, so she's scrolling down here. She pops up her tabs down here at the bottom, and just for a second, pops them up real fast, and then quickly closes them. And you'll notice right here that some internet sleuths have gone in, and they have found and discovered that one of those tabs was a Viewbot service here. So people are saying, "Oh wow, she is a Viewbotter over here." And this guy Miss Kiff over on Kick actually kind of obtained a screenshot from by the way, this is totally unethical for a website admin to do this, but provided him with a screenshot saying that she ordered Viewbots.
Oh, fuck. Enhance. Now, what do we see? Interesting. Paid with Stripe.
Now, once again, if you zoom in a little bit, you can see this is a transaction here. Tells you a little bit more about it. Tells you how many she ordered to boost her numbers here. And this was posted over on Livestream Fails. And guess what? They immediately deleted it as well. They posted this externally accidental leaks bots over here, removed by moderator, bada bing, bada boom. Now, this brings up a big conversation point coming from Cody. He said, every single popular streamer bots viewers. The concurrent number is more important to advertisers than anything, real or not. The appearance of success is all that matters. Now, this has been an ongoing conversation, specifically like in our space. And I think there's a lot of truth in what Cody said. Now, I responded and said, we've never view-botted on our show, right? Some people see it as marketing, but it definitely seems to be a pay-to-win mentality right now when it comes to boosting you on top of a directory over on Twitch or on Kick or even on YouTube, right? The more viewers you get, people want to pop in. Yes, Phoenix.
I have some ignorance in this topic. So the idea is that you can legally buy X amount of viewers to come to your channel and watch. Like that's how this thing works.
It's bots, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's not real by any means.
You're buying a service to provide you with X amount of views,
right? Which ultimately sends you to the top of a directory, leading to more exposure.
Okay.
Right? So when I go to Twitch, when I go to the front page of Twitch, and I'm scrolling through as a regular viewer over here, and I go to just chatting, which is the most popular thing. Okay, Lacey's here. He has 21,000 viewers. He's at the top right here of the live channels, highest to lowest. This is kind of how people do it, and this is how they find their new streamer here, because these are the top people. A lot of people are watching them, we're going to get on board and I'm going to watch it as well, right? It's not organic, but it is a thing. And it's a very real thing.
Does it count as view? Like, does it stay the whole show and you get the views for that? Like, it actually registers that too. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
It does actually. And this is against terms of service on Twitch, on any platform. But we see this pretty consistently. Now, I don't know, where do you guys stand on this when it comes to viewbotting a stream and boosting it to be seen above everybody else? Is that just a marketing expense? Is it unethical? How do you guys feel about it?
I don't think it's right. I think it's I don't know about unethical, but I definitely feel gross about it. I've never done it. I don't like people who do it. I unfollow people who I figure out who do it because it's like, first of all, why wouldn't you want authentic analytics and real numbers that show you how you're really doing? Like, why would you not want actual feedback on what you create? Why would you just want to fake it? But then that leads me to so many other thoughts of like, at what point did you start doing this? Is that did somebody teach you this and you've started doing it from the get-go? Or were you upset about the numbers you were getting and then wanted to boost them and make them higher? Either way, it's not a good excuse, but it definitely makes me lose respect for somebody when I realize they're just buying their views, and it's painfully obvious with some people. But I don't see a good point to it. I think it's gross.
Okay, I'm sure you're very against this.
I'm extremely against this. I'm very much in the art stands for itself, and it's all vanity metrics at the end of the day. Who cares? If you're making content, it's because you want people to enjoy that. You want to entertain people, whatever it might be. For me, I come from the entertainment standpoint. I'm trying to build a space on my end where people can have fun. They can shit post. We can just laugh at the world. How does that benefit me at all if I viewbot? I don't care about how many views I have. I don't care about how many followers I have. I care about meeting people and finding more and more people that we can just laugh with. So the bots mean nothing to me. I don't care if I get 100 views or 1,000 or 10,000. Whoever is going to like what I do, I'm happy with that. I will live with that. Like, if it means like only 10 people like what I do, that's a blessing. Like, people forget if you actually physically visualize the amount of people that are watching you, 10 people, 50 people, 100 people, you're getting into the size of like gymnasiums, of like stadiums. Like, it's insane. I feel extremely blessed that even one person gives me their time. I've always felt that way because time is so precious to begin with. So to focus on all this garbage about viewbotting and trying to feel like, oh, you're so cool because you have these big numbers and you're popular, it's all bullshit. It's all high school bullshit. At the end of the day, the fact that I can even resonate with one person and that I get to meet cool people is like what I'm here for. So the rest of it's all retarded to me.
So I agree with everything you just said. Literally every single sentence you just said, right? It's all about building that like authentic connection with your audience, right? And people have recognized that we have like an outstanding chat, right? Cody over here says you can look at the side scrollers chat and it's fast. It's moving faster than some of these people with supposedly 10,000 or 20,000 viewers, right? We have a very active chat on all of our chats, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Plus, whether it's Rumble, whether it's Kick. You know, wherever people are watching, people are talking about what we're talking about, and we love that, right? We love that interaction on a day-to-day basis. But this guy below actually brings up a really interesting thing here, and this is why the viewbotting does matter. This guy says, does it really matter? It's YouTube and advertisers paying you. If you scam them and make money, who cares? I work oil and gas, and I steal fuel all the time. Plus, I bill days I don't work and kilometers I don't drive. The oil companies have plenty of money, so does YouTube. Now, this is, take that for what it is. But this brings up a larger point here, is that when if we were to add a 0 to the end of our show number, right, and we were to stream to 19,000 or 2,000 people, or I'm sorry, 19,000 or 20,000 people on a day-to-day basis, advertisers see that, right? And well, we have a nice size show right now. It's awesome. We're eternally grateful for our audience, right? But if you throw a 0 at the end of it, the advertisers, they don't care. They just want the total number of impressions. And that's kind of what this guy's going at here is like, what does it matter? And that's where Extra Emily and all these people who are generating sponsorships. Now, ultimately, those sponsors do want to see an ROI on their investment, right? They don't want to be literally advertising to nobody, but you get people in the door with those false numbers, right? Oh, I've heard about that that guy. I've heard about that extra Emily person. I've heard about that whatever Insta streamer here. That the guy who's been all over the place with his face maxing or whatever looks maxing guy, you know,
clavicular or something.
Yeah, whatever, right? Now, and there's, by the way, totally different deal about his growth. They're like, that is a next level of insanity. If you really want to dig into that guy and you want to talk about like a system being totally rigged, look at that guy. As he and Kick have said, they're investing hundreds of thousands of dollars every month in clipping farms to get his content out there and push him. So it's you know, you want to talk about people who are extremely uninteresting, who are extremely popular. Well, that's how they get popular. You're like, why is this person popular? I have no idea. They're not entertaining at all. It's because they're literally a plant. They're being planted by the platform and being promoted by the platform. They've been handpicked to be the next star, you know? So, but you can also kind of do it yourself with this viewbotting here. So, you know, if one day we just show up on Twitch and we have like 40,000 people watching us, you'll know why. I feel like we should do that one day. Just like one day, just see what the effects of that would be. We go from, you know, however many people are watching this is over on Twitch right now to just adding four zeros to the end of it and just totally blowing through and seeing how quickly that is responded to. Like, I don't understand it. So yeah, there you go. A little viewbotting talk for you guys. Anything to close that out there, Kay or Mally?
Mally, you got anything? If not, I can rant forever. So go ahead.
I was just, the only thing on my mind at this point is just like my, I guess, main reason against viewbotting, because to that guy's point, like, you know, kind of has a point. Like, oh, well, you know, it's what a lot of people like to point out. Oh, we're just stealing from these big companies. Okay. What you are doing, if you are okay with that mentality, is enabling a pay-to-play market. And I make content, much like Kay said, because it's fun, because I want to create a community, because you know, there's enjoyment and genuine passion in it. And the money is great and it's able to keep me going, but it's not the reason I do it. And I feel like if we were all in the mindset of, oh, you want to be a big YouTuber or streamer, you got to pay to get viewers. That's the only people that make money. If we created this atmosphere where the only people who actually make money are the ones that pay for it, then will kind of defeat the whole. I feel like it's all going to come crumbling down at some point, because then people will look at it objectively and be like, well, then I'm not going to make any money unless I'm willing to put in the money. It'll become like a startup business. Like you have to put into it to get out of it, when really the only thing you should have to put in is time and passion.
My response to, I hope this isn't derailed, it could be quick, that with that statement, those statements always chat my ass. You know, my whole life, I've always made sure to stick to my principles. It's why I'm very, very, very poor, right? It's like you don't go anywhere when you rely on your principles. But here's the thing with these people. Every decision I ever make, no matter how small it is, I always try, and the way I look at it is that it echoes out as far as that what I do here, if everyone did this, then we wouldn't have these problems, let's say. So that guy who wrote that statement, good, then I hope you're okay when your politicians take money for themselves and don't do shit for you. Like, you must then understand, therefore, okay, cool. Yeah, but I'll just cheat this system and you can go fuck yourself. So you have to be okay with that. And you can't say, and you have to go like, attaboy, politicians. You see, that's my point. Like, everything you do needs to echo out. So, okay, I hope you enjoy that then, you know?
100%.
Right. All right, man. There's a lot there, but yeah, that is a from a business perspective, the idea of paying for that from a marketing perspective, like I absolutely get it, totally, right? It is a pay to win system, and if you're on top, then you continue to pay to win. Ethically, do I agree with it? Not really, right? I really agree with I really like what we're doing here and making sure it's all organic. And growing the way we're growing, which, you know, is about as real as you can possibly get. You know, like I said, we never paid for a bot here.
I don't even know how you stop that, right? Because I'm just trying to look at it like
Can't.
You're probably allowed to pay, I don't think there's anything wrong with sorry, let me reword that. You probably, if I paid my audience to watch me, that would be legal, correct? So it's kind of the same idea, right? So I don't know how you'd be able to stop view botting.
Well, it's manipulation though of algorithms, right? Because then if you're putting view botting in, let's say YouTube, for example, paying out ad revenue, they're going to pay you out different ad revenue based on how many views you have, right? Impressions. So it is manipulating a system. So that is the argument against it, right?
But would you be allowed to pay your audience? Like technically you probably are allowed to do that, correct?
If you're not being monetized, I mean, technically, I guess, but the point is that all these platforms are monetized. This is what gets you deals at the end of the day. Then if you're talking about sponsorships, for example, okay, you're telling the sponsor they have X amount of views, but then when you actually go to make the sale as the sponsor, you're not actually connecting the sale because there's not real people watching them. So I think that there are real world effects to this beyond just the creative aspect, which I'm more in the creative camp, but if you really are trying to build a business, it's a very short-term game because you're not actually building anything.
This is right here. You're actually defrauding investors and advertisers, right? And I think that's the bigger thing is, you get them in the door with these big numbers. They buy a campaign, it underperforms. Like at a certain point, you do like a make good, right, or whatever. The idea, well, it didn't perform. Like, can you mention it again? And everyone feels fine or whatever, right? They don't re-up, right? But the idea is, at a certain point, someone's going to have to buy advertisement on one of these. It's going to underperform. The data's not going to track. Then they're going to sue and be like, "Hey, I've been defrauded on my investment." Based off
So it's like if you were opening like a small restaurant, for instance, and you hired a bunch of actors just to come in, and that way when investors are looking, they're like, "Wow, this place is full," but they're all actors. So you can see that would be totally different. Okay, that does make sense.
Yep. All right. Let's get a couple supers real fast. Taipan's Ghost came in with $20. Says Lord of the Rings, great films. Can't say anything about though, because I have to ask, what the F was the Fuda thing I just logged in?
What? Do people know what a Fuda is? Should I explain this?
You 100% should explain this.
Okay, so
hold on. Please let me put Mally's face full screen as you.
No!
Okay.
They had to DM me what this was because I didn't know.
So I was making the joke pretty much that you could call me anything. You can insult my height, my weight, my skin color, my gender, call me like anything. Don't call me a communist. But the joke I was making is that in my community, people call me Fuda K, which is a chick with a dick.
That's so messed up. That's so messed up.
By the way,
and I'm saying I would rather be called a chick with a dick than a communist. That was the statement I was making.
It's not just a chick with a dick. It's a chick with a giant
raging
boner.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, okay, you left that part out.
Yeah, it's this anime, and it is. Yeah.
Okay, but honestly, in 2026, people are calling each other whatever they want. I'd definitely rather be called whatever fucking gender they want to make up rather than a commie. Kay's right, honestly.
All right. We have Nathan Cassidy came in with $20. Says viewbotting is like a woman doing themselves up to appear attractive. Sure, you get the man in the door, but it all falls apart the moment they start talking and the true person comes out. Authenticity always wins. There's 24 Lord of the Rings right there. Excellent, Nathan. Love that. Love that analogy. Dan came in and says, yeah, I'm more of a Star Wars fan besides the prequels and whatever later stuff nobody hates. I love the first 3 Lord of the Rings, but yeah, Star Wars, 10 for Star Wars. Dawn, jet ski rental of Orlando. Let's go, Dawn. Came in, says Craig is the OG, been a fan for probably 20 years. Wow, I'm old. Thank you, Don. Look for if you got some good jet ski deals in Orlando, we may be making our way out there sooner than later. Just saying. Going out there.
Craig, don't gloss over that. You've been doing this for 20 years. That's incredible. I don't know if you've properly made a statement on that or anything, but that's insane that you've had 20 years that you've been building stuff like that. It's cool.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. 20 years, 2 decades. Been my pretty much entire professional career, and
insane.
Yeah, it's been got a pretty good track record of growing
That's
things.
a flex, dude.
Yeah.
Same.
Let's go. Raging Wolf came in and says, there's only one Transformers movie. That's the 86 movie. And no hate towards Phoenix, but you're talking about boycotting, but you still support Sony with the PlayStation 5. Money towards Xenogears, PC Master Race.
I've heard that before. I still don't know what Sony did. And the minute someone can tell me what they themselves did, I'm all ears.
I'm glad you.
I don't watch or do anything. I mean, I have a very proven track record. I will not watch or do anything if I morally disagree with them.
I really appreciate you in your rant there, using the proper pronouns of they them for Sony right there. So thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know if you caught that or not.
Hence why I don't have a problem with them.
That's good. All right, Kate, why don't you read a few from the spreadsheet here while I get you queued up so I can get you ready to go. I'm going to get you over on StreamYard as well so you can get everything going. So
cool. Sounds good. Mercenary came in for $5 and he says, as an old school Star Wars fan, I love the originals. The prequels, I don't understand the hate for them, and I love them even if the second episode is slow. Star Wars will never die. Disney Star Wars is dead. So that's $5 for Star Wars. Thank you, Mercenary. Let's see. We've got the Mellow Mango for $10. Thank you. And he says, the beacons are lit. Lord of the Rings calls for aid and the Fellowship will answer. Based. Let's go, Mellow Mango. That is $10 for Lord of the Rings. We've got Fat Jimmy 1776. $5 for Craig. Let's go, Dallas Stars. Beat Minnesota. Playoffs time.
Let's go.
Right. We've got, this one, Craig, will need you because there's an image on locals you need to pull up. So I'll skip that for now. Marmalin for $10. So is the new Airbud a pit bull who randomly murders a kid on the court this time, since we've decided to race swap fucking Airbud.
Dude, yeah, D.I. the dog.
That's incredible. Jared Haynes for $1 says, I think Call of Duty will make a better TV show than a movie. Question is, who will you guys like to see to direct it? The last good Call of Duty campaign for me was Black Ops Cold War. I haven't played Cold War yet. I'm curious to play it now that you mentioned it. Director, I don't know, Phoenix, you're better with directors. Is there somebody you'd like to see?
That's a tricky one because I don't really know the property well enough to pick a good director. But I don't know. I think you'd look at Band of Brothers on HBO. Again, I don't know how dramatic they're trying to go with Call of Duty. But I think I would go with a proven track record of a TV show that's done war. They understand everything involved with it. That's perfect. They understand, characterization across a long period of time on a battlefield, which is a very different thing than a regular story. So I'd look towards that, like a Band of Brothers, I guess.
Torger came in for $25. He says, since I recall voting for the Superior franchise last time, these two competed on your stream. I vote Xenosaga.
I don't know about that. I think it's pretty much the first time we've ever done this before. Pretty much ever. I don't know.
Never happened. What are you talking about? No, Marvelin came in for 10. He says, join Commie K's crew. It's all shared resources and shared time. Xenosaga.
I don't know if you know this, but nobody came in and
how much was that?
actually
$10 for Xenosaga.
Did you see your new cosplay here, Kay?
No,
I am Captain Communist.
Oh my! Wow!
I
feel like this is the future for you, Kay.
Oh God, why? I don't want to be Captain Communist, anything but a commie. God.
Captain Commie. There she is.
God.
Kay the Commie.
No. M16 Mojo came in for $20 and he says, Lord of the Rings, because I'm not a child. Sometimes that is 20 for Lord of the Rings. Hippie Tree Hugger came in for 10 on Kick and he says, the fake it till you make it. It shows that you're not willing to put in the work to gain real success. I flat out refuse viewbotting. This is for Xenosaga. Thank you, Hippie Tree Hugger.
How much
and
was
that
that?
is all from the sheet. Was that? $10 for Xenosaga, yes.
Right.
And Craig, that is all except for the one that you need to show an image from locals on.
I don't know how to get that image up.
Okay.
Just no,
well, there's a
thank you.
picture of me as a communist holding a copy of Tales of the Shire. So I'll just read that now.
When was that photo taken?
What do you mean, when was that photo taken? Fake news, that's what. Why do you look so serious like you believe that I'm a communist now?
Gaslighting 101 from the commie. I mean, did you expect anything different?
This is the playbook.
Lord.
This is the playbook here.
Oh my
Unbelievable.
God.
Wow. Go ahead, commie. I'm sorry, Kay.
Danny Delete Zero came in for $10 and he says, I cannot with good conscience go with my comrade on this one, Xenosaga. So that is another $10 for Xenosaga.
Okay. I'll be watching you, Kay. Saying.
I'm not a communist. You
All
can
right.
say I have a dick, but I'm not a communist.
Anything but that.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm about to do a read, and it's going to tie into our next story. I just want to let you know that today's episode is, in fact, brought to you by our friends over at Rumble Wallet. We've talked about Rumble Wallet extensively, almost too much, because it is a great product. And as you know, anybody who creates content online, if you are so lucky to receive any support from somebody that you watch, whether it's a super chat, whether it's support over on Twitch, that platform takes a little bit out of it. Not a little bit, a lot of it. 30% on YouTube. 30%. So every super chat you send $1, they take 30 cents. So you're actually supporting with like 70 cents. That's awesome. We love it. But just know that it's happening. Over on Twitch, 50% of subs. 50%. How is that even possible? It's not 2012 anymore, right? Rumble Wallet changes that. 100% of your support goes to the creator. You can support with Tether and Bitcoin and all sorts of crypto good stuff over there. So 100% goes. It is a phenomenal way to support creators. And I know that Mally has received support. We've received support. It's been awesome. And it shows up directly in our chat so everybody can see it, just like a regular Rumble rant or a super chat would over on Rumble, which is great. We're definitely going to read them. And whenever you send them in, you can download Rumble Wallet at wallet.rumble.com and download the app directly there. I'm telling you this right now. Next week, we're going to be using this pretty extensively. So get ahead of it right now. There's a QR code on your screen to download the Rumble Wallet app, and we'll be using it next week. Trust me, it's going to be good. It's an amazing way to get rid of the middleman. We fully encourage you to check it out, as we've been talking about consistently. So shout out to Rumble for making this alternative technology, which we love to use every day. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. All right. Let's get back to the news. And this actually does tie into Rumble. So full disclosure, right? We have partnered with Rumble, right? We create shows on Rumble. We signed a deal with them about 6 months ago. Now, actually, that deal is up. Full disclosure. We do not have a deal currently with Rumble in place. But we still know people over there. We are big fans of what the mission of Rumble is over there. And, we still promote their products because I do believe in Rumble Wallet. So I want to just put that out there for full transparency, exactly where we're at with our relationship with Rumble and everything going on there, right? Which leads us to this next story here, which obviously ties into the quartering stuff. There's been a lot of talk about this back and forth. We've talked about it extensively. We've memed the fuck out of it. It's been really fun, if I'm being honest with you. Memeing his shorts and looking at how ridiculous he is. And, people forget this all kind of stems back to the original issue, which was with Kino Casino. And, Kay, you've been very vocal about this and the takedown of their show, of their channels on YouTube from here, which has led to a lot of pressure, I would say, a lot of talk about Rumble because the quartering is a big player over there. They paid him literally millions of dollars at this point. And we know that because he showed his Rumble dashboard, which shows well over $2 million in revenue from the last couple of years that he's been over there. First and foremost, that makes me want to puke. But second, I understand why people would say, hey, if this is your poster boy and he's acting this way, what do you have to say about it? Which that kind of culminated last night over on X, where we actually heard from the CEO of Rumble about that. But before we get to that, you need to know a little bit more about this story. So Chris, the CEO of Rumble, said this over on X. He said, free speech and AI will intersect at Rumble. They are investing in AI heavily over at Rumble. AI, crypto, things like that. Came in, says you're willingly paying millions to a creator who is using his clout to cancel other creators over free speech. Okay, this then turned into a block from Chris Pavlovsky. Okay, now Chris later said that this was a misunderstanding here. Right, he said this below. He says, "I thought you were a bot. I'm getting hundreds of accounts with number usernames spamming me about the quartering. It's insane and irrelevant to my post. I unblocked you." So there we go. Right, which led to Extra Zero saying crazy thing about Chris Pavlovsky blocked her for this. Right, and once again, it did get unblocked and rectified and such. So there you have it, folks. Rumble is taking the side of a false flagging, grifting scumbag, the quartering, who is stealing other people's creators' content in a non-transformative way. We've talked about that at length. We've laughed about it extensively. But this is where things are interesting here, because Chris responded here. And this is like the first time we've seen a response from Chris. He said, "No, I'm not taking sides. I don't get involved in creator drama. If I did, I'd waste my days dealing with thousands of Rumble creators. If YouTube cancels somebody, take it up with YouTube. It has nothing to do with Rumble. If someone on Rumble is for cancel culture, I absolutely don't agree with that, but that's their prerogative and their choice. But I definitely won't fall to pressure by canceling them back. In fact, we welcome whoever got canceled to Rumble. YouTube was a bad choice to begin with here." All right. So that was his response. And there's been a lot of conversation back and forth. Savvy, Extra Zero did respond. And look, this is not a we've kind of said what we've said about this when it comes to Rumble, right? Personally, I don't think it's fair. Like, well, I want to put this in another, and I understand there's multiple layers to this, right? But I'm going to start with this very broad analogy, right? If Kay is streaming over on Twitch and Kay kicks a dog and is caught on camera, should he banned on Twitch for kicking a dog on something that didn't happen on the platform? Or if she did whatever, DLive or any other platform, should that then should the actions of that have any repercussions on a relationship with this other platform? We've seen that happen on Twitch, where Twitch has banned people for doing things on other platforms. And we said it was bullshit then. And I don't think that they should have done that. And I think it would be bullshit now, right? So I personally don't think that Rumble should have, do I think it's fucking stupid, right? That Jeremy is using his clout allegedly to do these things? Yes, right? Should it affect his relationship with Rumble if the actions didn't take place on Rumble? No. That's my stance. Phoenix, yours.
Well, a lot of people are using the whole idea of like, if Rumble is free speech, then how can you have this person that's obviously trying to silence speech? I'm on Rumble's side here in the same way that I would, if a commie who's obviously not for free speech wants to make a show on Rumble and they want to tell you why free speech is bad, let's say, and I'm Rumble, me personally, I would allow them that platform because I am free speech. I am so long as it's not breaking the law, so long as it's not breaking terms of service, etc. That's the whole point of free speech. It's the people I disagree with most that I've got to let them be heard, right? So in that case, like I'm with Rumble on this. I don't know why this would be their problem. I failed to understand that, especially, yes, they're a free speech platform. So their actions from beforehand, or whether they agree with free speech, has nothing to do with them. They merely provide the platform, and you do with it as you see fit. Again, so long as it's within terms of service and is not illegal. So I would be on their side. I don't understand why they're supposed to do something.
Now, let me say this. Does Rumble look, are they in a tough situation here? Yeah. Do they need to get ahead
I
of
don't
this?
think they are, because I think if you just do a blanket statement, it's like if there's going to be clan people that I disagree with, but if I looked at their background, I'd be like, oh God, I got to give them a free speech, but I don't want to. No, it's blanket. We're here for free speech. You come and you say whatever the hell you want to say. Keep within terms of service. It's almost like taking it almost like a lawyer approach. You just blank out all that shit, because otherwise then it would be very hard to wake up every morning with all the shit that people want to say. And you just go, look, we're just a place that you can come to. That's it. We facilitate you being able to say and do as you see fit. I stay out of the content.
Right. And part of free speech is having, listening to what people, what others' opinions that you may not like. Now, there is another layer to this. He does have a partnership with Rumble, right? Rumble does pay him to produce content for them. Totally, 100% understand why people be like, yo, dude, this is your boy, right? Why would you not say anything about this, right? If this is one of your guys in your Mount Rushmore over here, right? You probably should make a statement about it, right? But once again, it happened off platform, and people are going to take this and they're going to be like, "Oh, you're defending Rumble, blah blah blah," right? But first, Kate, what do you think about all this?
My opinion is very aggressive on this. One, and I speak only for myself, and I'm going to make this very clear. This is my personal opinion. Okay. One, I think it's completely bitch made of Chris to be blocking people on Twitter and hiding replies of people bringing up the quartering and then running it back and saying, oh, I thought you were a bot. I think that's pretty bitch made, but whatever. He unblocked her. Sure. Now, if you're somebody from the outside and you're interested in Rumble and all you hear about Rumble is we're the free speech platform, and you see a CEO acting like that, it's going to turn you off from the platform. Now, where I don't agree is people giving a bunch of pressure on Rumble that they need to cut ties with the quartering. I think that Kino Casino should be allowed to be on Rumble. I think quartering should be allowed to be on Rumble. I don't think that Rumble should have to denounce the quartering at all. But I understand why people are concerned, because you're ultimately an advocate for a free speech platform. And on top of that, the biggest thing was quartering was caught in DMs with Josh Moon saying that he was going to flex his connections to ruin Kino's life and take all of their platforms. So now you have this added layer of, okay, well, he has a connection to Rumble. So what if he did end up going to Chris and saying, hey, don't let Kino go on Rumble? But like, that's a genuine concern that this guy is literally flexing his connections with other platforms. So I don't believe that, like, I think they should both be on the platform. I agree, like, in the sense that I get why Chris wants to stay hands off. I think the best platforms are the ones where it's free speech and you stay hands off and you let everyone act out and do their thing and call it a day. But where people are concerned is that the quartering is threatening to flex his connections, and he has a connection to the free speech platform. That is the issue.
I agree. I think if you are looking at Rumble from the outside in and you see kind of the pressure that's being applied to them, right? I do feel like they need to, I think that they can respond better to this, right? Maybe it's something like, hey, we don't agree with what he did, but he's our partner. We're going to stand by him. Or, you know, whatever statement you want to make, you should probably make it publicly. And I totally understand with Chris saying, I don't want to deal with anybody's bullshit, right? Because people ask us all the time. They ask me in particular, they go, what do you think about this? I'm like, I don't know. I don't, it's not my job to keep track of everyone's drama and everyone's friendships and everyone's bullshit, right? So I totally understand that. But I want to touch on something that you said, Kay, right? Of the quartering kind of flexing over here. The idea, it goes to, I guess these are leaked DMs here between this guy you're talking about. This, you said Josh Moon, is that what you said?
Yeah, Kiwi Farms.
Okay. So I guess this is between them. And this is what I wanted to key on here, because this is honestly pretty shitty. When you zoom in here, you can see what he's talking about here, the quartering in particular, right? Never had an issue with these people until they start really don't care. Talking about having a truce, right? Here. So he says, I assume all these messages will be public, but like Andy, just get rid of all the fucking video. The videos claiming I let some F my wife, and they will continue to make 10K a month on YouTube, and I move on. And they continue to spread disgusting lies about my family. I have no choice but to react. It's time for them to make a business decision. This is a win-win. Now, this is the piece down here, which is interesting. I can burn it all down. I have 5 years guaranteed salary at Rumble. If they balk, it's not on you, and I'll still support Kiwi Farms. Broker the ceasefire, and everybody wins. Okay, this is what people like locked in on, a 5-year deal at Rumble, right? And what was interesting about this was he was pushed on this here by this guy talking about this in particular, to which Chris responded, says, no creator has a 5-year deal with Rumble or even close. Also, Rumble's been moving away from, quote, deal structure towards a creator program structure and or Rumble Studio ad read structure. Hope this helps. So this right here, coming from the CEO saying no creator has a 5-year deal with Rumble, blatantly flies in the face of that statement from the quartering right here. This right here, I have a 5-year guaranteed salary with Rumble, which like that's being caught in 4K when it comes to the lie right there. Why do you think that is? Why do you think he's lying when it comes to something like this?
Because he wants to feel like the big guy, that he's got all the power in the world. And if anyone says anything to hurt his feelings, that he can get their speech removed and ruin their lives. And I just want to remind people that the Kino Casino Clips channel is still down at this moment. And that was owned by the editor of Kino Casino. And that person currently does not have an income because of the quartering going after that, potentially, allegedly, because the DMs of him threatening it are not enough proof for people, which to me, it's very suspicious that you threaten that. And a few days later, that happens. So the reason why he's doing that and trying to make it all feel bigger is because he was trying to strong arm Josh and PPP and Worski into being afraid so that they would stop talking about him. But he should understand how the internet works because he's been around for over a decade doing this kind of stuff. It's just going to make people talk more. And that's why I think it's good that people are talking about this and are focusing on the fact that he's acting like a bitch.
Mally, you've listened to all this. I don't know if you've been in with, been in tune with everything that's been going on. What are your thoughts on all this?
I've been quietly watching. Excuse her.
Okay.
So, I have a lot of thoughts on the whole thing. I very much agree about the comments about Rumble and the CEO, and kind of just things could have definitely been handled better. A little bit of PR help probably could do everybody a little bit good in that situation. As far as Jeremy himself, his choices, like where he's at now, you asked like why lie about that stuff.
Right.
I think the only reason that like anyone lies is because they're afraid of the truth. It's the only reason you lie is because you don't like what the truth is, so you have to make something up. And when you are, and I'm not even talking about him specifically, this is just anybody who's acting like this. When you are an insecure person, you will have a knee-jerk reaction to people saying things about you that you don't like or that make you feel more insecure. And so the whole part about, as his DMs, I guess, said, is that this came from a place of, yeah, I know, honey. This came from a place of like his wife being attacked. And that's awful. Like, don't get me wrong. I get very defensive of my family and loved ones too. I don't want to hear bad things being said about the people I love. It's easier to take it yourself than hear it about those you love. Of course, I get that. Nothing that was said, though, justified the reaction, much like what Phoenix said. No laws were broken, at least to my knowledge. No doxing occurred. No laws were broken. Nothing happened except people's feelings getting hurt. And it's a very, in my opinion, very liberal mentality and behavior to go after somebody because they said words that hurt your feelings. Pretending like that is actually affecting your life or is violent is stupid. And I think he has perpetuated this drama himself, and he needs to just kind of get off the internet for a bit, if that would do him some good.
I look at this whole thing as, for me, all this is ones and zeros. I look at everything with ones and zeros. I remove as much emotion as I possibly can. And like, I still do not understand why this is a Rumble problem. I do not understand it. Like, if he had came to Rumble, right? And now he's trying to get Rumble channels deplatformed. Now I understand how this is a Rumble issue. I totally get that. That I'm 100% on board with. What he did on other platforms, That I'm not understanding. It's not Rumble's job as far as free speech. Again, I look at free speech as literal free speech. Let's get a channel called I want to take away your free speech. And the way I look at it is I need to give you a platform. Okay. That's how much I believe in free speech. So, okay, whatever. That's what he does. He's got a history of taking channels down. Okay, that's fine. But did he do it on this particular platform? Not yet. Well, then, as far as I see it, Rumble does not have. I don't know why anyone's attacking Rumble for that particular thing. Again, if he does that, now I understand it, and I think that needs to be investigated.
I agree.
I agree with most of what you're saying, Phoenix. The thing is that in those DMs, he's bragging about his 5-year deal with Rumble, so he's fine. So he can keep flexing this and doing whatever he wants and trying to cancel campaign and ruin people's lives and take them down. He's the big guy in the room because I'm getting all this Rumble money. So again, I don't agree with the idea of Rumble denouncing him or taking him off their platform or anything. I don't think they're responsible for that. But I think there is a voice that is very valid that says, you are the free speech platform. You are paying this guy. He represents you. And he is flexing his deal with you and saying, I can do whatever I want because Rumble's paying me. I'm good. My pockets are lined. I think that's a very valid concern. I'm not saying that Rumble has to take action on that, but I think the criticism towards Rumble is very valid, that people can be voicing that.
My response to it would be like, I'm as a CEO or whatever, I'm never going to listen to what you just said until there's a court of law. Like, I'm not just going to go by some fucking screenshot and then totally go, well, now I'm going to. So, I mean, if that is something that needs to be done, like, fine, then that needs to go through the legal process. But I can't make decisions based off of people arguing on the internet.
Right.
You know?
I agree. And that is his job to be like, look, this is where I stand. Both people can be on. I thought his response to Extra Zero was actually pretty strong. Like, he's saying, look, they can all be on the platform. I don't want to deal with this creator drama. Like I said earlier, too, I think it's best when the CEO is like uninvolved and he just kind of lets everything happen. And that's the best free speech platform you can have, is where the CEO doesn't get in the mud with people. But it looks bad when you're blocking creators who are like replying to you on Twitter, showing a valid concern. It's an optics issue.
Once again, I think the block was totally an accent. That's my personal thought, right? And I try to put myself in his shoes, getting bombarded by people saying, oh, fuck you, right? And they have numbers in their names or whatever. So he's just blocking people, moving, block, right? And for him to go back and unblock, right, I think shows that, okay, yeah, right, it was an error, right? And he recognizes that. I do think that Chris believes very much in the mission of free speech, right? His actions have showed that over the years, and I think it's fair to give people the reasonable benefit of the doubt when it comes to something like that. He said, "Look, I fucked up. Sorry, I thought you were a bot. It is what it is." Right now, let me back up really quick. People are like, "Where are the consequences?" Right? He should be fired. Look, I don't like Jeremy as far as I can throw him. Right? I don't like him. I don't respect him. I think he is a hack. I think that he steals content. I don't think he's talented. I can't be more clear. I think he's the worst kind of content creator you can possibly be, right?
What do you think about that, Craig?
Just being honest, right? I don't think he's talented at all. I think he's a manipulator. I think that he's done an exceptional job of making a career out of being a narcissist and, as we say the term all the time, an insecure narcissist, and it shows. My channel's on the top, right? We've been through this, but I don't think he should be released from his Rumble contract. Let's go back 5 years. 5 years when Gina Carano was fired from The Mandalorian for something she did not on Disney time, right? Not on, on a Disney set. She posted something on social media and she got fired for it. And at the time, and she has been proven with a settlement, she's seen money for that. At the time, everybody blew up. How the fuck can you fire somebody for something they did not on your platform, right? All she did was post this, whether you agree or whatever, right? And everybody blew up. We've seen instances of this. And hopefully, we're at least being consistent in this situation where we don't think that somebody who does something off a platform should be punished for a relationship they have with another company, right? Unless it's like absolutely egregious. They go out and murder somebody or whatever, right? But I hope that you can see the line that I'm trying to draw here when it comes to the correlation between these two things. You got to have standards when it comes to this. And if you think that it's bogus that Gina Carano got fired for something she did not on Disney time, on her personal social media, right? Not on a Disney platform, then you got to kind of feel the same way about what's going on with Rumble and the cord ring here, right? And any other platform in a situation like this. At least I'd hope. Now, some people are going to be blinded by it and go, oh, fine, right? I get it, right? Do I think that Jeremy, like I said, I've said my thoughts about him, but it is what it is. Anybody else got any closing thoughts?
I was just going to add that anybody who's advocating for somebody to be taken down on Rumble over something like this does not understand the point of Rumble. We are all on the same page of doxing is bad, breaking the law is bad, hurting other people is bad. If you're not doing that, do whatever you want. Like, why should you be shut down just because you're acting a fool? You're going to lose your traction and lose your audience all on your own. If anything, the only thing that shutting somebody's voice down who's not doing one of those three things does is make it look like you're afraid of what they have to say. I'm not afraid of anything he has to say. I think he can keep doing his show and keep doing whatever he wants, all he wants, and he'll get exactly the kind of attention that he's going for by doing that. Everybody deserves that. So yeah, as far as the Rumble side of it goes, I don't think that anybody who's not hurting people, doxing, breaking laws everybody should be allowed here. Make your content, do your thing. If you're a jerk, you're a jerk. People will see it.
Plays Saga. I mean, I see your comments. I let the courting destroy people's channels because of my principles, right? If you don't have principles, then what are you doing? Like, it's not my job to enforce that contract, right? Or to, it's not my job. Sorry, like, it's not. Do I agree with what he did? Absolutely not. If allegedly. What he allegedly did.
But you need to really hang on that allegedly. We don't even know.
We don't even know. Exactly.
You can't just, the internet said so.
Right.
At the very least, this needs to have some kind of trial or something has to be of actual evidence here before you can even make a statement.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
I don't fully agree, but I'm not going to drag on the rest of the show with my opinion. That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely think there's evidence
I know
of the fact that somebody doesn't have
different
income because of this. Like, that's a real world effect. But again, didn't happen on Rumble. Rumble shouldn't be concerned with it.
Well, look, and once again, full transparent. On Monday, I'm in Florida. I'm doing this show from Rumble, right? Like, full transparency here. Like, we have a relationship with them. The fact that we're even talking about this maybe is I'm sure people are like, oh, tread lightly, right? But it wouldn't be fair to you guys for us to not talk about this thing, as this has been something that we've been talking about all week, right? So we talk about that in fairness to you, whether you agree with our opinions on it or not. It's totally your prerogative. But I'd like to think we've at least been consistent with all this as we've gone along. So, all right. Okay, I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm gonna put a few people on the wall. But first, let me tell you a couple of those people, including Raider, who came in with $109.48. That is ridiculous. Raider, thank you so much. I'm going to get you on the wall. It's great to see you again, my dude. Excellent. Just dropped it on the table. By the way, people, I saw Epsilon Sama says, Craig, ask Chris about this, please. They have multiple offices. I'm going to Florida. They have an office in Toronto. So...
A Call of Duty series could follow different members of the Price family across various eras of war, with each season focusing on a new generation. Call it Captain Price. Just don't use the abysmal Vanguard game as the basis for the plot, ever. For LOTR.
That Somali child that couldn't came in with a $25 tip for Lord of the Rings. Thank you for your last.
Not a bad idea.
Support.
How quickly did that username get made? That's amazing.
That's excellent.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Gold Soul Ninja. And by the way, Kay, will you check the private chat? Gold Soul Ninja came in with $50. Says, I don't care for either since I like both franchises. There's several souls to collect money. Milady K, the real queen of the Wii. The 50 is yours to do with as you please. Also, breaking news. The voice of Wolf O'Donnell has passed at 86 years old.
Oh, I know. The wolf stuff is so tragic. It's heartbreaking. I'm Team Lord of the Rings through and through. Thank you.
Well,
so
you're
much
going to
for
be
that.
happy now, Kay.
Oh? Why
Okay,
am I
hold
going to
on.
be happy? Tell me about it.
All right. Well, Phoenix, I'll tell you what. While let me get Kay set up real fast on the back end. You give us an update here, Phoenix.
That 50, so Kay, you want to thank this person, just changed it. Here we go. It is now $292.57 for Star Wars and $302.96 for the Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, for the first time in this showdown, is now in the lead.
Wow. This is very exciting. Very exciting, to say the least. All right, Kay, you're going to have an email in your inbox, just heads up. Excellent. Well, we're going to see how the rest of this goes. Thank you very much, Phoenix. And that'll allow you to refresh. And while you do that, I'm going to read that Scottish Viking Gaming says, what the heck is the name of your extreme fat tune porn if it's not Fuda? Since I was today years old when I learned what a Fuda is. Thank you, Scottish Viking Gaming. And you come to learn on our show, and we appreciate that. Mercenary says, Star Wars Phoenix, please talk to Razor Fist. He has a whole laundry list of stuff about again, not sorry, not to mention Sony. Thank you for that, Mercenary. Sorry, there's a lot of words.
Whoa.
Just nothing there.
Did I have a stroke? I don't know.
I think I did too.
There's a lot of stroking going on there. ADDF Toxic says, despite recommendations, I never did check out, I guess, the Lord of the Rings. Just Dark Forces. Oh, it's KOTOR. Yes, never checked out KOTOR. However, Dark Forces is one of my favorite games of all time. Much of my childhood is Star Wars centered. Lord of the Rings is great, but this money goes to Star Wars. That's 10 for Star Wars right there. Excellent. Welcome back, Kay. Yes. Hey, look at this. Wow, this is ridiculous. TZC came back with another $99. Wow, that's incredible. So just want to say thanks, Craig, for the advice earlier, and thanks to everyone, and thanks to everyone for their congratulations. Sorry, Fudakami K. This is for Star Wars.
No. My
right.
title is getting for somebody who has a very short name online.
Uh-huh.
I am now getting the most colossal name of all time. And the funny thing is, so I'm public about my name. My name is Charisma. I don't care if people call me that. But when we first created Melee Games, I was like, man, Melee Charisma is such a long name. No one's going to want to say all that. Just say K. And that's why I've been called K. But now I'm just Fudakami K. So, I mean, yeah.
Sickle and Hammer K.
Big Kami, Big K.
In her
Big Kami.
Red shirt.
Why did I wear the red shirt?
Kay, when are you going to distribute all your wonderful games so everybody else can play them, huh?
No one gets to have my
wealth.
No one could have my maximum carnage.
Control the means of production.
No.
Unbelievable. All right, Kay, why don't you get? I think you should get these supers now, which is good. I'm going to get a bunch of folks on the wall, including TZC, Hyena Fur, Bentley Guy, Raider, and Gold Soul Ninja on the wall while you read off.
Sweet, let's do it. All right, we've got Seaman Nader. I can't speak, clearly. As soon as I got these powers, it was stripped from me to speak. 2 for Lord of the Rings. No to Snow Wars. That is
Snore
2
Wars.
for Lord of the Rings. Thank you so much. I love that name. Torgo the White for 5. Even if we include all media, Lord of the Rings still wins. Remember, the Lord of the Rings beat 'em ups on the GameCube and the PS2. Enough said. Eat it, weenie, space wizards. Thank you. And that is, yes, another 5 for Lord of the Rings. I love those movie-based games. That was when EA was actually good at what they were doing. Thank you. We've got Danny Benes, 94. As far downhill as Star Wars has gone, the first 6 films are always fun. Lord of the Rings is cool, but can be boring at times. Star Wars for me. That is $4.99 for Star Wars. We've got Ronnie Man 87, 5 for LOTR. I would rather be blown up by an IED again than deal with Star Slop.
Oh boy.
5 for Lord of the Rings. You have answered the call. Bad Mr. Gary for 5. At least we know that K stands for Kremlin. Star Wars. 5 for Star Wars. Thank you. You're calling me Melee Kremlin now? Jeez. The names. Christmas loving engineer came in for $4.99 on behalf of the Smalley kid.
Oh my god.
LOTR. $4.99 for LOTR. HP Lovecraft. I love the names. This is incredible. For 5, listen, when AIDS Onan lives a Somali child, AIDS saves the world from another Johnny Somali. 5 for Xenosaga.
I love that we're actually tracking Xenosaga as well.
I haven't been tracking it.
Excellent.
Crazy. Black Baron 02 for MYR6. What are your thoughts on Respawn's Jedi series, Star Wars? I'm not a huge fan of them, but I'm very much a KOTOR person at the end of the day. And people didn't like KOTOR's gameplay. I love KOTOR's gameplay, so I'm just not really into Souls type stuff.
I converted that, by the way. Okay, I got
you're good.
that.
Okay, perfect.
I'll tell you what. Let's read the rest of these in a minute.
Okay. Do you want me to finish this one? And then
go ahead. Go ahead.
Lord Warchild for 2 Xenogears from my deathbed.
Thank you so much, Lord Warchild.
Please
Also,
don't die.
Rain came in and gifted a sub to the community over on the YouTubes right there. Thank you very much. A membership, if you will. All right, we'll get to the rest of your super chat recommendations, Rumble rants very shortly. As we do have more stories to hit today. We had a packed run sheet, but you know what? Let's just get to it, friends. Let's go and wrap up with a little bit of happiness. And because Blabs is not here, it's time for today in video game history.
Today in gaming history with Blabs.
Snape is white, fucktards!
Okay, let's see what she put on the list today. Looks like she put on for April 17th.
Oh, Lord.
Ninja
help
Kid.
Me. All right, let's see. April 17th, we've got Ninja Kid that is 40 years old back in 1986. Brain Age, train your brain in minutes a day, which is now 20 years old. I feel like I'm aging in real time right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Yakuza 6, the Song of Life, that is now 8 years old.
Okay.
Dude, I remember Brain Age.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised she put Brain Age on there whatsoever.
Oh.
I am
I
glad
love Brain Age.
she put Yakuza. I know that there's better picks, but she put Yakuza. Part of me is happy.
All right. Some noticeable games that she missed today include Rygar for the Nintendo Entertainment System. That's kind of a big arcade port, an early NES hit, I would say, from 1987. Played that actually at our arcade marathon a couple months ago there, Phoenix. That was good times.
Yeah.
Mutation Nation for the Neo Geo. Man, we really haven't had a whole lot of time to talk about that Neo Geo being rebooted. But man, that's pretty damn cool.
Yep.
Let's see. Final Fantasy 11 for the PlayStation 2, Japan, right there. Brain Age, I think that is a big one right there.
Dreamfall. I'm the only guy that's going to know that one.
Phoenix, you're so excited for that. What about Tokyo Extreme? This is not your your Fast and Furious, but it is about drifting here. And, Valhalla Knights for the PSP, Fossil Fighters, Samurai Showdown Sin, released for the arcade. Let's see, Spider-Man for Nothing for the phone right
iOS,
there. Yeah.
Ooh, Katana Zero, fun game. Okay, have you played that, Katana Zero?
I actually haven't played it, no.
Oh,
What's it
you
about?
might like it. Yeah, it's nothing special, but it's kind of cool.
Is it like an action type game or what?
Yeah. It's it's like it's a ninja game, side scroller game, but it has some really cool game mechanics in it.
Ooh, okay, I'm sold.
I'm sure this game has some really great game mechanics. My Vampire Wife, which is how Kay definitely will be spending her evening, doing a complete full playthrough with 100% hard mode.
Especially if she sucks me, we're in.
Ooh.
What?
My Vampire Wife. If you're my vampire wife, I mean, you got to play the role, right? Let's just. It's
What's
the
that
communism, Craig. Stop staring.
just-
But Craig stares at me like that. It's just like, what? Am I being judged right now? Are we surprised that I am like pro titty? Are you gonna keep making me crumble under pressure as you stare at me? Stone cold, Steve Craig. Steve Craig. Stop it.
Very uncomfortable.
I'm not good at the whole like staring contest thing at all, and I know I can look away from him because I'm behind a computer, but I'm compelled to be a part of it anyways.
That's the best part. Is he's not looking at you. He has to look
at a camera
to make you feel like he's looking at you. It's an illusion game.
And it's
All
working.
right, Kay. I've let go of my lock on you, so you can go look away now.
That Z target is off.
Yes, all right. Patty Quinn came in with $100. Wow. We need to get a little bit of frolicking going on right there. We've missed some frolicking. There she is. Says Darth Vader is such a badass. This goes to my boy and Star Wars. Patty Quinn. $100.
Oh, thank you, Patty Quinn.
All right. Thank you very much, Patty. Appreciate your support, my man. Also on the Director Nation side, John Conji came in with 5, says, when 2 pregnant women fist fight, they become Gundams, Craig. Thank you, John. Appreciate that.
That's incredible.
Says, Afuda is a normal girl just like you or I. $10 for Xenosaga. Thanks.
Who happens to have both parts.
Redbeard came in with 5, says, role-playing games wouldn't exist without Tolkien's work. Star Wars is a nice hero's journey, but Lord of the Rings is the OG. That's 5 for Lord of the Rings right there. All right. Now we need to do a little bit of calculating here. All right. We have a lot of super chats we still need to get to. But I'll tell you what, Phoenix. Let's see. It's Friday. We're going to finish strong here. I would like to get an update on our battle between Star Wars and Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
The first time it's ever happened, by the way.
First time ever.
Yeah.
Ever in the history of ever. Just real quick for all you Xeno heads out there, you're at $152. Now, to our main competitors, $514.07 for Star Wars and $324.95 for the Lord of the Rings. Again, this is franchise we're talking about, the good and the bad.
Yes. And once again, the loser has to be just flushed off the face of Earth forever.
Yep. Never read, watch anything again.
It's all gone. All gone. All right, excellent. Now, with that said, I think what we do here is we start going through these supers, calculating them up. And as soon as the supers stop, that is when the tally stops. Sounds good?
So no counter. We're just until it stops.
Until it stops.
Okay.
Okay. Try something a little different today. Okay. Okay.
Oh, boy.
The floor is yours as I put Patty Quinn on the wall.
All right, let's do it. Ram Bam 3000 for 5 says The Lord of the Rings is one novel split into 3 by the publishers. It is not a franchise, not to be conflated with the wider legendarium. I can speak, right? I got the powers and my speech just died. It just died.
That is incorrect. That's for Star Wars, but no, of course it is a franchise because it does have a franchise. The Lord of the Rings counts.
It's a franchise, but that's just me. Thank
What'd
you,
you say?
Ram.
You don't think it's a franchise?
No, I do think it is.
Yeah,
I think
it is. I'm saying it is a franchise. Yeah,
I do. Yeah. Thank you, Ram Bam 3000. That is 5. I'm guessing for Star Wars.
That's for Star Wars. Yeah.
All right, there we go. All right, we've got 1X at Bandcamp for $2. Is anyone excited about the Neo Geo AES Plus? Yes, I'm very intrigued by it. I need to look into it more, but I didn't play enough Neo Geo when I was young, so I'm actually very excited for that. All right.
And by the way, it does look to be the actual console. This is not some emulation. Yeah. This is the real thing. Yeah.
It's crazy. Mayonnaise Chase for $5. No, America will be the bad guy. GRN Raptor for 2, backing up the Jurassic Park donation from earlier.
That is $7 for Jurassic Park.
Yay, I guess. You're keeping track. Lord of the Ree for 5. The only Transformers movie that matters is Transformers the movie. I still have it on VHS, as well as my childhood trauma from watching Optimus' death. The most tragic moment in history. Zippiest for 2. Please get Craig a reading tutor. Lol. Lord of the Rings for the win.
I'm bad.
I'm starting to think it's having the powers, because I was reading totally fine until maybe it's the
tough.
Powers. Yeah.
Reading's hard.
It's the pressure.
Would you like me to try and read for you? Would that help you? I can try for you if you want.
You might catch it.
You're gonna catch. It's like AIDS. You're gonna catch it.
I've already got that, sister.
That is $2 for Lord of the Rings. Thank you, Zippiest. DRT is king, or is it Dirt is king? I don't know the pronunciation. The animated Transformers movies are unironically great. They don't sell that well, but they are super quality. Mo for Lord of the Rings says $10 for Lord of the Rings. All right. Massive Doge 12 for $4.99. Being called a communist is where I draw the line. Put this towards Lord of the Rings. Yes, you get that's my alt account, by the way, if you couldn't tell. Being called a communist is where I draw the line. That is $4.99 for Lord of the Rings. All right. GLP 1989 for $9.99. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. As I don't know where that goes. Avocado Molotov for $2. Hobbits are commies, and so is K. Star Wars Forever. $2 there for Star Wars. All right, we got Taipan's Ghost says for $5. Yes, I know what a Fuda is. In from San Diego. Oh, Lord. Okay. Why are there Fudas in San Diego? I'm scared. Brendan Lucas for $10. Says, as if oil and gas companies don't suddenly clamp down on workers who have been pinching a little off the top or have millions of records to consult of who wasn't there while getting paid. We have Thumb Ugly for $2. Star Wars and Lord of the Rings equals dead. Fuda has D commie equal D Xenosaga. That is $2 for Xenosaga. Midget Menace for $10. Mally regarding the definition of a Fuda. Kay didn't leave anything out. She was just giving you the tip because she knew the whole definition was too much for you.
Get out. Get out.
Thank you, Midget Menace. And hey, thanks to this show, me and Midget Menace are going to be doing a special together and hanging out. So that was through this show. Thank you, Midget Menace. Daniel Demons for $10. We are all paying for Concord anyways. Console and controllers will cover the loss. All right. We got Lamer 5799 for Frodo. That is $10 for Lord of the Rings. Madney for $5. Did you know pit bulls are 13% of the dog population, but are responsible for 60% of dog attacks? Thank you, Madney.
An uncomfortable truth.
It is a very uncomfortable truth. Meatwad for $13.99 Canadian. Have some pesos for Lord of the Rings. We all know the Hobbit trilogy was better than the prequels. Also, Phoenix, how do you feel about Microsoft?
Hate them.
Oh, okay. Good.
Retweet that.
Yeah, there you go.
Real quick, Phoenix, while we read through these, will you please put a tally on screen, and then let's go let these roll.
We are putting the timer on.
Yeah. Well, no, not a timer.
No, we're just going until we're going.
Yeah, show the results.
Oh, you want to see the results? Okay,
yes,
you got it.
Yes, so
Greg,
people can see.
If you're okay to take over, I've got some Rumble and local stuff.
You got it. Yeah.
Thank you.
T-Monster says, had a seizure at work yesterday. Now I'm looking like an orc now from 4 fractures on my orbital bone. Oh, no. 4 stitches on my eye and 2 teeth knocked out. You shall not pass Star Wars Lord of the Rings for me. Wow. Dude, be safe out there. Thank you very much for your support, though. Kino Casino is right. The story about the quartering action is going to get picked up by bigger streamers eventually. Asmongold thinks Jeremy was wrong, and it appears Ethan Klein might help Kino, too. Yeah, absolutely. It will ultimately snowball into something that was horrible for Jeremy. A Hero Sword says, Kirsha would probably hate Phoenix for that stance and tell you that commies don't deserve it because they subvert whatever platform they have. Epsilon Zama came in with $9.99. Says, Rumble pays additional monies to the quarter pounder. We ain't saying he should be banned from Rumble. We just saying Chris shouldn't actively support Jer, in my opinion. Hashtag 10 for Star Wars right there. Daniel came in and says, public trials are discredited after Dr. Disrespect. Melanie Mack simping while married is all he is guilty of, in my opinion. Jared of the Dead says the Kino Casino didn't attack his wife. That is a lie that he spread to poison the well. Kino Casino constantly criticized him for bringing up his wife on stream. There it is.
I have witnessed them a lot of times be like, stop bringing up your wife. Yes, they make the Sky Bowl comments and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I've seen Quartering bring up her name, bring more attention to that. Like Quartering just needs to learn how to handle the internet. you can have issues with Kino is saying maybe it's not your style of comedy, but at the end of the day, they are a comedy channel. They are making jokes. You can consider what they're saying, lies or whatever else. I don't personally think that you have to take it all so seriously. I view that show as a funny show, and they show off how people are lolcows and how they're dumb, and it's supposed to be a gentle laugh, and Quartering just doesn't know how to handle that like attention at the end of the day. And he has brought more attention to his wife than they have, in my opinion.
For sure. And I'm pretty positive that they've poked fun at side scrollers at some point. Like, whatever. It is what it is. Like, okay.
There was an arc where they were winning DSP over and they did make a few jokes. But as far as I know, the casino does love Stuttering Craig. That is the impression I've had. As you can tell, I watch their show a lot.
Cool. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. All right. Alabama Man came and says, just slumming it with side scrollers. Lord of the Rings. Thanks so much, Alabama Man 199. Appreciate you slumming with us today. No Guard Codesmiths said for 5 says all 3 Star Wars movies were great, but the Lord of the Rings trilogy is superior. I like that you just stopped it at 3 right there. Taker says AJ Wilson, WNBA players, just signed a 3-year, $5 million Supermax contract under the new CBA, averaging $1.6 million a year. The highest paid NBA player this year is Steph Curry, making $60 million. Sports don't care. Thank you, Taker. Appreciate that. Yes, sports are the ultimate meritocracy. All right, once again, we're going you see this on your screen right now. Once we are done with Super Chats, we will stop the count. We have just about 6 left. Daniel says, new Disney CEO fired most Marvel feminists and activists. Lucas is next. 10 for Lord of the Rings. Thank you, Daniel. That's great news. Feminist says, Kay is a Felicia Day simp. She spent hours enjoying her content, not big on Star Wars, but as an action figure collector, we owe that movie. There's $5 for Star Wars.
He found the third thing. Don't ever call me a Felicia Day simp, but I'd still rather be called that than a communist.
Wolf and Wings says, Lord of the Rings, never thought I would fight side by side with an elf. There's 5 for Lord of the Rings.
Aye, but what about a friend?
Bat says, did Star Wars get animated films by Ralph Bakshi or Ralph Rankin-Bass? Didn't think so. Lord of the Rings. Mercenary came in. So Star Wars, I live in San Diego. Sup trailer sucks. I don't know what that is. Sorry, Mercenary. He also says, Star Wars He-Man trailers, even worse, really bad. We had this come in from Cyan Shad. Says, a drop in the bucket, but I got here before, but I got to get this in before Amazon ruins this too. $10 for the Chronicles of Narnia. Let's go.
Come on.
Chronicles, what of Narnia? All right, we do have that right now. Now, we are done with our supers. Now, you can still keep them going if you like, but we have several from Rumble and Plus. So, Kay, why don't you read them off, and then we will be done as soon as support stops rolling in. Kay, go ahead.
Sounds good. We've got Denai Ryer for $5. This might be the only time I agree with a commie, but Fudike is right. Lord of the Rings for the win. Star Wars is gay. Thank you. All right. We've got Marmalin for $10. He says, not defending Jer here, but all of this drama is all speculative still to this date. Everything points to him for sure. However, no one has anything concrete. Bringing Rumble into it is retarded. And this is $10 for Zeno. Denier came back for $5. Regarding the previous topic, you're not allowed to pay viewers on YouTube as it is against the TOS. Any monetary incentives have to be disclosed. So viewbotting or artificially boosting views is a big no. And that is $5 for Lord of the Rings.
Thank you very much. That's good to know.
Commodore Fan 64 for $5. Star Wars and Lord of the Rings can go fuck themselves with a rusty pitchfork. Farscape is superior to both of them by a long shot.
I can't keep tracking all these different Chronicles, Jurassic Park, Farscape.
Farscape for $5, I guess. Mercenary came in for $5. He says Sony stole from the estate of Michael Jackson and the entire catalog of Michael Jackson and left the family poor.
I don't care. Doesn't affect my morals or principles.
I mean, true.
I mean, I care about that. That's taking whatever. Mercenary.
There would be not one corporation that ever existed.
I also don't know that that's true. That's just a comment that came in and said, I've literally never heard that. So I don't know.
If that's true, I absolutely care. Like that's horrible.
And what he did to what Michael
it's
Jackson did to the Beatles. I mean, we can just go on and on.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's exhausting for me to argue on everything. Mercenary for $1 says Star Wars this and the previous 5 I sent, so it's $6 for Star Wars. Seeing Super Mario Galaxy, I have the whole theater all to myself and a hot dog with nacho cheese. Awesome. Sad there isn't anyone else here though. Got pictures. Hey man, you enjoy that. That's awesome. All right. And we've got SJWs are pustules for $10. Quick question regarding the Futanari. If you had a rocket above the pocket with the 2 fuel tanks in between, could you bend that rocket into that pocket?
Yes.
For Lord of the Rings, as $10 for Lord of the Rings.
What an interesting conversation we have. I'm with you on that, Mally. I feel very
Where
similar.
did we go? Where are we?
Can you fuck yourself? And if
That's
you're
what they were asking.
Yes, if you're a Fuda connoisseur,
I mean, if you're
like
big
your
enough,
boy
couldn't
Phoenix,
you? I don't know. Like,
yeah, you just bend it in and you just go to town.
Just get right in there. Why not?
Hell yeah, dog.
You know, you gotta have your fun some way.
Every time, but everything I learn on this show is against my will.
Do be like that. Reese came for $2. Missed most of the shows. I was working on putting pipes in my new PC. I'm a Trek guy, so fuck both franchises. There you go. That's $2 for Star Trek.
For Star Trek, okay.
That is all I've got in my document right now. But let me just see, because we got something coming in on Rumble. All right, what do we got on Rumble here? Game Hunter Cyrus for $5. You will buy Concord 4.0, Horizon Hunters Gathering, and enjoy it, lest you desire a price increase on the Concord Curse. Sony, money on Xenosaga. That is $5 on Xenosaga. All right.
G Yen came in and says, there's an AI video that merged Lord of the Rings and Star Wars. It's as bad as you think. #5 for Lord of the Rings.
Craig, I have to interrupt everything. Bentley guys come in for $100 on Rumble.
Hey, yo.
And he says, it may not be enough, but all you silly Star Wars fans have the same entertainment taste as Taylor Swift singing a song written by Helen Keller. Go get Kick Rocks, kids.
Damn,
it's from Bentley?
That is Bentley guy. That is $100 for Lord of the Rings.
Oh, this just got... here we go. $546.05 for Star Wars and $527.92 for Lord of the Rings. This is a franchise battle.
Oh boy. All right. This is extremely close. All right. Holy crap.
Mercenaries come in for $1 and he says, Star Wars, if you like Fuda, do you need balls or no balls? And is it gay with or without? Look, don't take out the balls, bro. If you already got them, just keep them there, man. I don't know. Why do you want to get rid of the balls? Stop mutilating yourselves.
All right. Holy. And Phoenix, can you get us an update real quick on Xenosaga?
I absolutely can. $169 for Xenosaga. $7 for Jurassic Park, $5 for Farscape. I think $4 for Star Trek: The Next Generation or whatever.
And Mercenaries, $1 was for Star Wars, Phoenix.
Okay.
Yep, got
$1 for Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there we go. This is it.
This is it. This is the winner.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
We hold on. We have officially. Kay, do we have anything on any streaming platform?
I don't see anything on Rumble Locals Kick. Let me just make sure here. Oh,
I'm going to start a countdown at 10.
I don't see anything on my end either for YouTube.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Phoenix.
The winner is Star Wars. The best franchise beats Lord of the Rings. There we go.
By 20 doll hairs.
Oh my God, Bentley, you came in after Bentley came in for 30 right after you announced who the winner was.
Bentley missed it. Oh, that was stressful.
Oh.
Did he put 20?
Literally 30. The Star Wars on the screen, and Bentley's. I'm staring at Rumble. Bentley's thing came in right as you put the Star Wars on the screen.
The timing was a doll hair away.
And it just says Lord of the Rings. That's all I'm leaving it at. That's all I'm telling you. I'm just telling you what my eyes saw.
It was 30?
Yes.
But you did have Star Wars as the winner up on the screen.
Yeah, that's true. By the time the timer went out,
we said it. We said when the there
was a whole countdown.
Yeah.
Bentley was going.
Alchemic came in, says Lord of the Rings, the original Neo mythologies. Thank you very much.
I'll give you the popular vote now is 547.05 for Star Wars and 577.92 for Lord of the Rings. There's your popular vote.
Okay, sounds good. Accepting on behalf of the popular vote one, yes.
No, you want the actual winner was Star Wars.
Accepting on behalf of the electoral vote today will be K. For Star Wars.
I have to accept the award for the one I wanted to lose. All right. Well, I do also love Star Wars. KOTOR is one of the best games of all time. You can see above me, I've got a Star Wars shrine. I don't have a Lord of the Rings shrine. So that is, I guess, where I will stand. Congratulations, Star Wars. You are quite incredible. And it was a hard race, but you won.
Congratulations, Star Wars. It has been known that you have won the electoral vote today. But after the ballot dump came in, that's the way it goes. Godzilla Greaser came in with 5, says Godzilla's still the best franchise. It hasn't been ruined. It never had a truly bad movie. Thank you so much, Greaser. Gold Soul Ninja says, enough with the Fuda. Now for the words of Shang Tsung, your soul is mine. Kirby, inhale and swallow. Yum. Thank you for that. Guys, you're wicked. You're awesome. You're amazing. Thank you so much for your support on a day-to-day basis, allowing us to do our show on a day-to-day basis. You can find Mally's info and Kay's info. We'll make sure to put them down in the descriptions below. Mally, do you have anything fun coming up you want to share with us?
I am playing more Mouse PI soon, and I'm getting into the harder parts of Kingdom Hearts. I'm fighting Ursula in Atlantica right now. And we also have a showdown going on over with me where I have a couple fun ones coming up. I'll just debut one right now. Crunchy peanut butter versus smooth.
Oh, that is a good one.
I feel like that's going to divide the room.
Quality.
So let it fall where it may. I'm a smooth peanut butter girl myself.
Oh, wow. You're clearly wrong. Kay, do you have any anything coming up you want to tell us about Melee games?
Today's going to be a fun day, folks. I'm going live in half an hour to play with my Switch 2 because I don't want it to be dead hardware that I just spent $1,000 on. So I'm going to play some games on there. It's probably going to devolve into me being like, fuck Nintendo games, I'm playing Skyrim. But that's happening very shortly in about half an hour. And then tonight, hopefully, James and I want to look at Turtle WoW. And I'm going to be introduced to World of Warcraft finally. We're hoping we can do it. So yeah, today's going to be fun. You know, there's always mayhem happening over Melee games.
Of course. All right. You can find them on links down below in the description. We'll make sure we put them there. Guys, have a great weekend. Get outside, touch some grass. I'll be live from Florida on Monday. Looking forward to that. I got a long week ahead. I'm going to be driving back from Florida to Texas with all sorts of equipment. It's going to be wild as fuck. With that said, have a great rest of your weekend. Get outside, touch some grass. Enjoy it. Once again, the most valuable currency that you have is time. Take advantage of it, guys. Enjoy it. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. Get out there. We'll be back on Monday when we are joined. Does Blabs have anything here? Do we have an asset?
I'm here on Monday.
Are you here? Look at you. All right, there we go. It's more of Kay here. That's excellent. So Kay and Mitsu joining us on Monday. Looking forward to that. We'll see you guys then. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out. And remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal? Man, go get that. See you guys later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Fatality.
Bye.